And a very good morning. How are you guys at home? Very warm welcome back to Shop on TV. My name is Charlie, and I've got to say, it's so good to have your company. It always is. But I absolutely love being in the kitchen. If you're like me, if you're a bit of a foodie, you're absolutely in the right place. We're with you live here on Shop on TV, exclusively on STV for about half an hour. We're joining our friends on ITV1 just after midnight. So hello to everyone in Scotland. Hope you guys are good. We've got some great deals for you. We truly have. So do not go anywhere. Do not turn off. Any emails, any questions at any time. We do love your interaction. Message the studio, okay? Or send us an email. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk, or you can actually directly message the studio on the website, whichever is easiest for you. But we love your questions, and when you ask a question, the likelihood is someone else is thinking exactly the same thing. So if we can help you guys out at home, then we are happy. Right, now, I've got to remind you something. The headliner for me tonight, is these pans. That's what it is. It's all about the Tower pans. Now, it's a 13-piece set, but folks, I've got to say, this is back in stock. I'm so pleased I get to say that it's back in stock. Now, I'm going to stand here and confidently say that this is my favourite pan set. Why? It's super non-stick. And do you know what? Maybe you've got non-stick pans, you've had them in the past. Have you been disappointed? Well, this is black diamond technology. It sounds impressive. It's actually 7 times stronger when compared to other non-stick coatings. That's why people love these. And again, it's back in stock. Right, so you're going to get a whole pan set. You're going to get the 2 saucepans, the 2 frying pans, different sizes. You're going to get a wok. You're going to get a multi-pan. You're going to get 3 lids there, glass lids. And you also get 2 silicone lids, so you can store food in the saucepans in the fridge. It's perfect. And you also get 2 detachable handles. Now, that's another big reason, folks. People absolutely love these. Have a think about your kitchen cupboards. Is it a mess? Are there pans all over the place? Now, part of the problem is when you've got handles built onto the actual pan, you're wrestling with them. They're an absolute mess. Does your cupboard look like the one on the left? Because mine does. Mine does. I would far rather the one on the right. They nest on top of each other. So it reduces down the space by around, 50% in your cupboards. So it looks neat. It's going to help to protect the pans because you're not bashing them all over the place. But you've got those handles that have a 10-year guarantee. How good is that? And actually, when it comes to the pans, you've got a 5-year guarantee on those. You just got to register those online. Now, the usual price is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic for what you're getting, but we're going to talk to you about the deal in a second. Now, you might be thinking, though, OK, well, Charlie, what hob is this good for? All of these. Induction, gas, electric, ceramic, halogen. But that's just for the hobs, folks. So you know what? You can take the same pan from the hob to the oven. Once it's cooled down, you can serve it. You can store it back in the fridge. And get this, once you've eaten all the food, it's dishwasher safe. That, my friends, is fantastic. It's complete peace of mind. It's the most efficient pan set that I have come across. And of course, you've got that black diamond coating. It's that non-stick that people love. And like I said earlier there, yeah, the coating here, folks, is 7 times stronger when compared to regular non-stick coatings. So your pan requires little to no oil for healthier cooking. Have you got New Year's resolutions? How are they going? Mine was bad, but I've turned over a new leaf. I think my healthy year started, a week ago in February. But do you know what? If you can use less oil, less fat and all the rest of it, then do you know what? For me personally, it's guilt-free eating. You might think the same. So there we go, dishwasher safe, suitable for all hob types. We are busy for this already. Folks, I'm so excited. Wherever you're watching from Scotland, it's so good to have your company here on Shop on TV. We are live until 3 a.m. Now, we are going to be joining our friends also on ITV1 just after 12:30, and I anticipate this getting very busy then. So if you want to come in early to make sure you've got yours, then absolutely do so. It's a 13-piece set and it's a bargain price. Now, I did mention the usual price is really good. For a whole set with the lids for £149.99 is brilliant. Now, if you go to a well-known website named after a jungle, well, the biggest jungle, or river, is it? You know the one. Look, don't call me Attenborough, honestly, I've got no idea. It's about £157.95, okay, give or take, all right? You'll see it on the website. Do your own research. I always recommend that. Have a look at that. But now, here, it's £84.99. That is incredibly good value for money. Now, the reason we can do it so low, the price-wise, because we get through a lot of units, guys. Right, £84.99 is a bargain. Have it on PayPal Pay in 3. If you want to spread that cost interest-free, then go for it. All you spend today is £30.31. Right, we saw cheese there, didn't we? It gets to the point where you don't really need any oil at all. You might use a bit, you might not use any, but that is such good coating. And I could get geekier for you. I love getting a bit geeky. This has also got what we call nano crate technology, and that's also based on the surface of these pans. It helps the oil to distribute more evenly, so you can get even cooking. Talking about even cooking, honestly, I can keep going. You've got a bonded steel base on these. In fact, let me turn it around for you, because if you like to get a little bit chefy, you know, sometimes if you buy, I've bought some cheap and nasty pans, and you can always see the bit that gets hot. It's not good, especially if you're cooking steaks and so on. Let me just hold one of these pans. Let me just flip it around for you. It's what they call steel bonded base, and it's not heavy, but it's got a nice weight to it. You don't want them too light, do you? You don't want them too heavy either. It's the perfect weight. You've got that stability, but more importantly for me, because I do love my cooking, you want that even even temperature across the pans, and that's what it's going to look like. Yeah, even distribution, I mean to say. Right. Again, if it was £149.99, that is absolutely brilliant. So we talked about the non-stick coating, we talked about the value, but the practicalities, yes, the removable handles is definitely another reason people love this pan set. But also, you can take one pan from the hob. So let's say you're searing your beef for your stew. You're going to sear it on the hob. You take the same pan straight into the oven. And then once it's cooled down, you can put it straight onto the kitchen, onto the dining room table to serve. And then when it's finished, when you've had it, you can put it directly into the dishwasher. If you're going to be storing this in your fridge, you can do. You even get 2 silicone lids just down here, which are for the saucepans. So you can use this for storage solutions too. I love this. Honestly, they look the part too. Because you know, I'm proud of my kitchen colourway. You want to be proud of it. You can put them in the actual cupboard, but I want to have these out. They look gorgeous. So once again, £84.99. I'm a big fan of this. I've got to say, our Matt and our Paul are also big fans of this. Let's show you this in action. If you want to see it cooking, if you want to see how good the non-stick is, then check out this video.
I just love how easy they are. The handles are fantastic, 10-year guarantee, but look, I just got to show you how good this is. Now, this is in our wonderful air fryer oven.
On the show as well with the air fryer, yeah.
We are doing our roast dinner. Can you see how it just slides around? Nothing sticks whatsoever. The quality of the non-stick is phenomenal. So I'm just going to pop that back in our oven there. So you imagine, because you can remove the handles, suddenly you can bake cakes in the pans. You can do your pineapple upside down cakes, little stews, curries, casseroles. You're only limited by your imagination, which is just so good. And then I'm going to just do a little tiny bit of scrambled egg here, just to show you how good the non-stick is, because it is phenomenal. You will love with this Cerishaw non-stick how good it is. Can you see? Again, it comes with a 5-year warranty on the pans, 10 on the handles. It's incredible, and they're dishwasher safe too. Can you see how nothing sticks? I'm just going to let that burn on there.
Lovely, yep.
And then what I'm going to do in this one here, I'm just going to pop some cheese in, because I'm going to do the quickest cheese sauce that you've ever done.
Now, we do have a variety of sizes, don't we? Of course, you've got your 2 interchangeable handles, but you've got your saute pan, the 2 different saucepans as well, the wok as well. So all of it included in your amazing 13-piece set. Induction hob compatible, as you can see, with what we're using, and also any hob type. So if you're cooking on gas, cooking on electric, it is good to go. And Paul, as you say, oven safe. Just detach the handle, pop them in the oven up to 260 degrees C.
They certainly are.
Air fryer safe, as you just just saw. But also, Paul, I've had the pleasure of watching the master at work, because with the chicken, different cooking times on your potatoes and your garnishes. So you've been taking that out, adding things, putting it back in.
You can all the way through.
Brilliant.
Now look, I just want to show you the non-stick. So this is scrambled egg that I've purposely left, and look, it just comes away. Your clean up is next to nothing. So I'm just going to pop that on our pan there, and I'm just going to, again, we're cooking on induction, but it could be halogen, electric, gas. Look at that, look.
Yeah, you stick that in the wash quickly, but here we quickly wipe it.
I promised you the quickest cheese sauce you've ever made, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, so there it is.
That's not sticking, it's good.
It's not sticking at all, no. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some in and let it burn, okay? Because I want to show you how good this non-stick is. So I've got our tortilla chips.
Right.
Now, look at that.
Oh my goodness me!
Now, look at that! Look, I promise you, if you have a nibble on one of them, you will just love it. But what I'm going to do is
let it
now,
cool down for a second.
I'm going to purposely, I've left some in the pan.
Yes.
I'm going to let it burn on.
Okay.
I've got
to show
some
the
extra cheese. Yeah.
Coating.
To show how bad it is. I've even got some milk. If you've ever burnt milk in a pan before, you know how terrible it sticks. It really is. So we're doing the worst that we can throw at it, and I'm going to let that tick over there just to show you how bad it can be. But in the next one here, I'm just going to fry off some onions just to show you. Oh, please try it. It's
got my eye on one of these. I was waiting just because I didn't want to burn my mouth with the cheese sauce. But look at that.
Now again,
oh, you naturally at home in front of a movie.
At home, anything like that.
But,
just going to do some stir-fried veggies in here.
That's amazing with the cheese sauce as well.
Oh, isn't it delicious? Was that the quickest cheese sauce that you've ever made? Now again, it looks horrendous mess, doesn't it? Can you see how that's burning? So obviously you wouldn't do this at home, but you can imagine the phone goes and someone knocks at the door, stuff like that.
Or you just leave something, the base of something's cooking away.
Nothing is
that's really good.
Whatsoever.
It's peeling away.
This is how forgiving these pans are, and this is why I just love them so much.
So a great name as well, isn't it? From Tower.
You imagine. Look at that. You know, lots of pans, stainless steel pans, that would never stick.
You almost think, when you see the words non-stick, you almost think that some manufacturers should put the non-stick in inverted commas, like non-stick, you know, unless, you know, but that looks like a genuine non-stick, just easy. And that's the Cerashore ceramic coating, and also the decades of experience from Tower. Remember, right from the early 1900s, Tower have been doing this and making amazing quality cookware. And now it's pancake.
Well, I'm going to show you something else now. So, I'm going to make a mess on the side, okay?
Okay.
Now, because not only have you got the Cerashore amazing non-stick on the inside, you've got it on the outside as well. And it really is fabulous.
Have another one of
and
these.
While that's cooking on the outside, I'm just going to throw some of our chopped meat in there, just to do something sticky like that. With that amazing even heat distribution, can you hear that wonderful sizzle? It really is so good. I haven't used any oil whatsoever.
Oh wow! Because it suggests like little oil, not as much.
Now,
so you put none in, right? It's amazing.
Yeah, and did you see with our stir-fried vegetables here? Again, little or no oil, which is just fantastic. But nothing is sticking whatsoever. It really is that fantastic.
That's the Cerashore ceramic.
Well, that is the quality that you get. Look at that, look. Can you
now you got this pancake mix gluing itself to the outside.
Gluing it to the side. I don't know whether you can see it yet.
Yeah. It's baking itself on there. Yeah.
Right, so, and now obviously the cameras, we haven't done this on camera, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up a bit and then I'm going to give it a wipe.
Okay.
So you ready? This is only for TV purposes. Can you see how when, there you go,
wow,
look at that, look. That was burnt on pancake mix on the side, it just wipes off.
So we know that even if the inside is non-stick, as they say, the outside definitely won't be. But here, the Cerashore non-stick genuinely is non-stick on the inside. and on the outside.
That's it. It
Full
really
quality.
is. You're getting incredible quality.
Just to run through exactly what you're getting, Paul, then you're getting the 18cm saucepan, the 20cm saucepan, the 24 and the 28 frying pans, the 28 wok, that's 28 centimetres by the way, each time, 28 centimetres. You're getting the lids as well, 2 detachable handles, and of course the silicone lids too. And they all nest and stack inside each other. So if you've got really small amount of storage in your kitchen, space is a premium, then don't worry. They're not going to be sticking out handles everywhere, poking everywhere. The detachable handles make them so easy to store and to keep safe at home and stacked. Pop them in the dishwasher to clean them if you want. Wipe them clean and keep going. Wash them by hand and keep going. But you've got a 10-year guarantee on the handles and an extended 5-year guarantee on the pan. All you need to do is register on the website to actually activate that guarantee. But how amazing is that? And the detachable handles, so easy to use as well, aren't they?
They are. So it literally is at the click of a button like that. And then suddenly you've got your frying pan turns into your oven dish, your cottage pie dish, you know, anything like that. If you're doing a pasta bake, you can put the cheese on, pop the whole time, and then you can even take it in the oven. And now can you see how evenly, wonderfully cooked?
Yes. No, it looks really even, like no burning, no sticking or anything. Like,
fantastic.
Really good.
I'm going to do the worst scenario now. We've got our honey barbecue sauce here. So you imagine how sticky that is.
Yeah, now that would be a nightmare on your saucepan or your wok at home, wouldn't it?
It certainly is. Oh, yeah.
It's not having a problem.
And how much do you spend on like the sticky pork and stuff like that?
Oh, don't even.
There you go. Look at that. Look.
So you can get those tastes at home. Like you don't need to worry. Like you know when you buy a new item of clothing, it's like, oh gosh, what's the washing instructions? When you buy like, or you look at a recipe, you think, what dishes am I going to need? What am I going to have to wash up afterwards? Is it a one wok job or is it a one saucepan job? Single pan. So this is like don't worry, just get cooking and don't worry about the cleanup.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. So we've got our sticky honey, our vegetables in there. We've got it all, and it's just done it so easy. Meals in minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look for my rice too.
Don't forget it's the Cerashore as well. So you've got the Cerashore coating, meaning this is a sort of surface, shall I say? Because this is like beauty is more than skin deep. This is a proper solid pan. So the whole thing is Cerashore. We're not talking coatings or thin layers here. The whole thing is that Cerashore ceramic non-stick. And you're getting your egg fried rice.
We certainly have. So we've got our chops, wonderful, and our honey teriyaki there, and barbecue. We've got our wonderful egg fried rice that we're just going to do here now. Look at this, everyone. So
you just made your own takeaway.
Exactly, we really have.
Oh my goodness. So you're not limited with your type of hob, are you?
No, not at all, no. And you see how none of this is sticking whatsoever. It's incredible. It's going to make your washing up a breeze here every single time.
When you're talking electric hobs, induction, gas, no worries. Use these pans on anything. Take the handle off, stick the pan in the oven up to 260 degrees as well.
Nothing there sticking whatsoever. So we've got our wonderful stir-fry egg rice, which I'm just going to serve up here now.
Ooh, look at that egg fried rice.
Then I'm just going to grab the cloth and just show you how
obviously at home you give it a little wash.
Look at that, look, it just comes away in a matter of seconds.
Oh, nice.
And then look at that wonderful sticky pork. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some of the residue in there, like so. I'm going to have to fill a plate there because we've made so much. I'm going to let the really get sticky.
Okay.
I'm going to add some cheese to burn it on. I've got some milk to burn it on, just to show you the ultimate that you can put these through.
So you're going the most drastic demonstration here to show the non-stick of the Cerashore ceramic, and you are getting a 13 pan or piece pan set here from the amazing Tower name. It's working out as $6.53 a component. You're getting the saucepans, you're getting the sauté dish, you're getting the wok, you're getting the 2 detachable handles, you're getting the silicone lids as well as the actual saucepan and pan lids as well. channel, and you're getting a full set for the kitchen here. And they are oven safe up to 260 degrees C in the oven. Stick them in the air fryer as well. And with those silicone covers, you can maybe store for later or keep in the fridge or afterwards. Maybe if you've done a big cottage pie or a big lasagna and you've got any leftovers, maybe stick it in the fridge and put it in the oven again the next day, I guess. So it is $30.31 on 3 payments on your PayPal Pay in 3. That includes your delivery, and $149.99 is your normal price, but it is an amazing saving of £65 off right now, making it $84.99, which is a phenomenal price. I mean, seriously, $84.99. Paul, we like to...
I've seen saucepans on their own for that price, and in a minute I will talk you through all the pans because they're just incredible. Yeah. Please never think of this as just the wok, because they're so multi-usage. Now, I'm just putting it through the worst that it can do. You know, you wouldn't normally do this at home. I'm cooking on induction, which is very hot and very quick to heat up. And, you know, look at this, look, it just comes away.
You can see the burnt bits.
Nothing sticks whatsoever. And this is exactly what you want from a wok, you know, and nothing is sticking there at all. So I am trying to put it through the worst paces that I can do, and it just comes away clean.
It will be the bottom
every single time. And don't forget, you have got this on the side too, so it really is so good for coming away every single time.
Honestly, do you know what? They could be the only pans that you'll need to buy. And like I said, I almost want to encourage you to do a bit of research online because the value for money is excellent. You know the well-known online shop named after a river goes through a famous jungle. Do you know what? They have it for around, I believe it's £157.95. That's fair. And do you know what? Our usual price, therefore, is brilliant. But look at this discount we've got for you at the moment. It is such good value for money. £84.95. You're saving £65. Oh, my word, £65. It's back in stock. This is going to be flying later. When we join our friends on ITV in about 5-10 minutes, it's going to be even busier, folks. So if you're watching us in Scotland, you're very more welcome. I would come in early and get yours secured. Get it into your basket and then check out. Then, of course, it is yours. If you want to spread the cost interest-free, then go for PayPal Pay in 3. Right now, talking about pans, we've got knives, we've got cooking books, we've got knife sharpening kits and all sorts. We've got vacuums, but we've also got air fryers. Now, this air fryer, do you know what? I bought an air fryer last year, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it. I wish I bought this one. Firstly, because of the price, a large one. This is just over 10 litres. This is a bigger 10.4 litres, so that's 5.2 drawers, obviously 2 of them. But it's Tower, it's a brand we can trust. But have you seen that price for a dual drawer air fryer? That's absolutely fantastic. I wish I bought this one. Okay, now when it comes to air frying, why do people love these? Now, I'm sure you know someone with an air fryer. You know, I know more people with air fryers than people who haven't got one. If you haven't got yours yet, get one today, get one tonight, get one this morning. For that price is excellent. Now, like I said, it's a dual drawer. Have you seen the size of them? Honestly, I swear this is bigger than the one I've got. And I've got, you know, the one I've got is a well-known brand beginning with N. I like it, don't get me wrong. I wish I bought this one, that price, I can't believe it. That, my friends, is large. You can put, you know, a smaller roast chicken in there, for example. But when it comes to healthy eating, this could well help. You know what? Do you know what? If you love chips, I love chips. I love like chicken wings and so on. A teaspoon of oil. That's all you need. It uses that circulation of hot air to get crispy, beautiful, even cooking each and every time. Now, when it comes to cooking, maybe you're not too confident in the kitchen. You've got 8 programmable modes in here. So if you're not too sure how long to cook chips for, or how long chicken drumsticks need, or how long to cook a steak to perfection, you've got modes on there. So it takes the guesswork out of cooking. For £179.99. That, my friends, is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But once again, we've got deals for you today on Shop on TV. It's £114.99. Now, if you want to spread that cost, you absolutely can do. Choose PayPal Pay in 3. 3 payments of £40.31. So you've got that manual dial. I think it looks the part too. It's got that, you know, it's got that click of confidence. It just feels so well engineered. It's Tower at the end of the day. So you've also got 2 5.2 litre baskets there. You've also got the Smart Sync function. So if you're cooking various different foods that take different times to cook. You can program it so everything finishes at the same time. Loving it. You've also got, your dual cook function there. You've got the cool touch handles. Now, another thing I don't have on my air fryer is a shake reminder. You're going to be doing that a lot. Whether you're making crispy tofu or if you're having crispy chips or crispy chicken wings, mates come around to watch the football, or maybe doing chicken nuggets for kids' tea parties, for their birthdays. You want to give it a quick shake there, don't you? Right, you get the smart function, like I said. You can save money, save up to 70% of energy when compared to your everyday conventional ovens. So, you know what? Saving money on energy. That is a big, big reason people love air fryers. For me, it's healthy cooking and it's to save money. And it's quicker cooking too. By the time you've waited for your oven to heat up, you could have cooked it in an air fryer. These are the programmable modes, by the way, which I was mentioning. You can see them all there. Do you know the one thing I haven't done? Dehydrating. If it's going to be like bananas, yes, or apricots. People are really talking about that. Bit of beef jerky, or bit of mango. I bet that's delicious actually too. You know what? If you are cooking family roasts, more space the merrier. You know, when it comes to big Sunday roasts on, for the family, or looking forward to, I don't know, even like Christmas time, Easter time, all of these different occasions when you're a bit stressed in the kitchen, more cooking space, the merrier, okay? Even if you just do your chicken in there, or if you've got your chicken in the oven, by the time I've got my roast chicken or leg of lamb, whatever, in the oven, then there's no space to put the potatoes. I haven't got much space. An air fryer, you've got that additional space when you need it. And let's be honest, yes, for big families, it's great. Maybe you just live on your own. If you're just heating up a few sausages or a pasty, it's a bit overkill, isn't it? Putting something small into a big oven, it's much better putting it in the air fryer. Get that saving, folks. Please don't miss out on this. Now, we are not short of ideas when it comes to food here on Shop on TV. We're all foodies. This, my friends, I love it. It's one of the best cooking, probably actually the best cooking recipe book I've seen for air fryers. I had a look around supermarkets, when you see books in supermarkets. I had a look there. Some new ones have been released, and in my opinion, they are not as good as this. I've got shelves of cooking books, honestly. This is brilliant. Now, it says for tower, but to be honest, if you've got a dual drawer air fryer, or whatever make it is, still get this. Right, for £19.99. Look at all of the recipes that you have got here. There are so many of them. In fact, I'm going to stop at random. There we go. Right, we've got fish and chips. Very nice. Oh, imagine your crispy fish there. Chips. Even if you just want it for chips to start with, air fryers are brilliant. But you know what? Right, I'm going to just stop at random. Where do I land? Sweet and salty sharing nuts. Very nice indeed. You've got sticky Korean-style chicken wings there. You've got Cajun fish tacos. Look at all these different cuisines from around the world in one book. Your sausage and mash even. You got classics on here. Right, so there you go. Oh, do you know what? I love Chinese. Sesame prawn toast. What do you love? What's your favourite cuisine? Email us in studio@shopontv.co.uk. What's your favourite food? I'll try and find a recipe you might like in there. But whether you're going for the Tower air fryer, maybe you've already got an air fryer, it doesn't have to be Tower. If it's a dual drawer, then please go for this book. A lot of people have bought this in the past here on Shop on TV. It is fantastic. It's a thick book. £90.99 is excellent. So there you go. If you're confused with item numbers, just go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, and you'll see it all there. Right, we are with you exclusively on STV. You might be watching us on YouTube. Already 10% of the stock's gone of the pans. You know what? We've got pans, we've got vacuums, we've got knives, we've got recipe books, we've got lots more. We're going to tell you lots of details, lots of deals on Shop on TV with this. Well, yes, a very well welcome back to Shop on TV. My name is Charlie. If you've just joined us, we're here live on ITV1 on STV. Do not go anywhere. I know it's late. It's just gone 12:30, half midnight, but we've got cracking deals for you. If you're like me, you love being in the kitchen, if you're a bit of a foodie, if you want recipe books, if you want the only pan set you could need to buy, if you want air fryers, if you want vacuums, stay with me. I'm with you till 3 a.m. this morning. Right. This, my friends, this Tower pan set is the cookware set. It's back in stock. I'm so pleased I get to say those words. Back in stock, but we have been on live on STV to our Scotland friends as well over the past half hour. 10%'s already gone. So if you just joined us on ITV, I would not hang around with this, okay? If it keeps going like this, it could be gone by 3 o'clock. Okay, so what is it? Why do people love this? Well, firstly, it's super non-stick. Now, bear with me. Have you bought non-stick pans in the past? Have you been disappointed? Because I have. Sometimes, immediately, I'm disappointed. Sometimes you get a few months out of them, then they start to deteriorate, don't they? This is not just everyday non-stick. This is all about black diamond coating. 7 times stronger than your other non-stick coatings. Black diamond, my friends. I know, this is fancy. It looks the part, I've got to say too. You've got that, it's beautiful, beautiful. It's like a lovely platinum, dark platinum finish. It's got that fleck of copper featured throughout here. They're beautiful pans, but really, it's so strong, 7 times stronger than your everyday other brands when it comes to non-stick. Okay, so you've got your non-stick properties there. But also the space saving. With this, you can save around 50% space in your cupboards. Now, does yours look like the one on the left? Because mine does. You know what? The pan you want is always at the back. You can't open it. Shutting the doors can be problematic. It's the handles that are in the way. Well, you get 2 handles with this cookware set, and they detach. So when it comes to storage, they just stack up on top of each other. The largest one here is, well, the wok or the multi-pan. So that's like your surface area. That's the only space it's going to take up. You just stack all the others in there. You get the 2 saucepans, the 2 frying pans, a wok and a multi-pan. Now, here's the other thing that people love. When it comes to cooking, you're going to, you know, let's cooking some steaks, maybe it's going to be searing some meat on your hobs, and it works on all hobs. You can then take the same pan, put it directly into the oven, take the handle off. It's absolutely perfect. So, do you have an induction hob? Do you have a gas hob, electric, ceramic, halogen? It makes no difference. These pans will work on all of them. How about that? Right, you can also serve with these pans because you can take the handle off. You know, if you just put a saucepan in the middle of the table or a frying pan with a handle on it, it doesn't look very good, I don't think. But you can take the handle off. It looks like a posh serving dish. And then you can put it in the fridge. And get this, it's even dishwasher safe once you've had all the food. They are honestly a brilliant cookware set to have. This is a brilliant bundle. Now, normally £149.99, but now it's £84.99. This is worth every single penny. Now, if you do some research online, we've done it, the team and I, literally just before we became live, about just before midnight today, we went onto a well-known website named after a jungle, you know, the Long River, you know the one. £157.95. That's their price for this, okay? And that's brilliant. And our usual price, therefore, is very competitive. But look, we're live here on ITV1, on STV. Can you imagine the amount of people that's now watching? You're saving so much money. Honestly, you're getting an absolute bargain. We get through a lot of stock because we're on ITV1, because we're on STV. We get through a lot of units, which is why, folks, to be honest with you, we can get the price so low. Now, if you don't want to pay £84.99, have it on PayPal, pay in 3. All you pay today, and this includes your postage, £30.31. It's so non-stick. The handles detach. You get, oh, by the way, the handles, 10-year guarantee. Ding dong, I like that. 10-year guarantee, and you also get a 5-year guarantee on the pans. Just register them online. I don't know why I said ding dong. I won't do that ever again. Anyway, look, ding dong. Anyway, look, do you know what? We got lots more where this came from. We are getting busier and busier. I'm not surprised. It's back in stock. Now, I absolutely love this, and our Matt and our Paul absolutely loves these pan sets too. Now, we can't cook live in the studio, so we've done videos, we've made clips for you to show this in action. Let's check it out.
Imagine you want to take something out of the oven. Have you ever taken a wet cloth before and tried to take a pan out of the oven?
Yeah, well, my oven glove gets damp, and I think, no, yeah, you have to be so careful.
Look at this. Now, again, I just want to show you something which we don't often mention. If you do suffer from stiff joints, anything like that, I promise you, this is worth its weight in gold. If you've got a loved one they've ever burnt their arms and you come out, so use 2 handles.
Oh, yeah.
And look, how much easier is that? You know, you're halving the weight.
Yeah.
You know, it can be very difficult, very heavy, but you're halving the weight, so it is so good. Click, click, done. And don't you just love this oven too?
Yeah, this air fryer, by the way, it is on the show as well, so you can see your details for it. We had to do a double, I know this is going to sound very overly dramatic, but we literally had to do a double take at the price actually on it, because we were shocked to see that such a great piece of kit is available to you today, and you can get it right now for $119.99. Knowing what Quality Tower brand stands for, and knowing what a huge and amazing 14.5 litre air fryer would normally cost, knowing that you can get it today for $119.99. You got a big window to see inside, so you can see what's cooking. You've got your drip tray. It's $41.55 or $65 rather today on your first of 3 payments on PayPal. That includes your delivery, and you can order it on the phone 0333 241 241 780018. That air fryer is doing us proud. Paul, he's obviously been using your pans with it, haven't you? You've been taking the pans out, adding ingredients, putting them back in. So a great companion. Still sticking with the Tower brand name, but now looking at the Freedom pans. These are compatible, these handles compatible. Not only have they got a guarantee, they've got a 10-year guarantee on the handles and a 5-year guarantee extended on the pans, but the handles are compatible across the Freedom range. So if you've got anything else Freedom, your handles are going to fit. So Paul, you're really mixing it up here,
we certainly are, yeah. We're doing our wonderful cheesy scrambled egg now. That'd be really lovely. I've got our meatballs with our veggies that we're going to do in a minute, just to show the versatility. Then I could add my pasta to that if I had my oven with me, and then I could put some cheese on top, pop the whole thing in the oven. Now here, I will use the big pan in a minute, but I'll show you the cover as well. But I just want to show you our wonderful, imagine cheese sticking. You know how cheese sticks on the edge of a lasagna pan?
Yeah.
Well,
Bakes
look,
itself on, and good luck getting it off.
Can you see? It's just coming away. Perfect scrambled egg.
But you're not using loads of oil or butter either, are you?
No, not at all.
The ingredients
it's just absolutely fantastic. Amazing results every single time. I can't believe how many pieces you're getting for the money.
Oh yeah,
here. And look.
Yeah, 13 pieces in total across the whole range that you're getting. You're getting the 2 different sized saucepans, you're getting the sauté dish, the wok. It's all going on with the 2 handles as well for you.
It is, it really is. Just wash my cloth here, because then I will show you how easy that scrambled egg comes out every single time. Look at this, look.
See, scrambled egg would normally be a nightmare getting stuck.
Oh yeah, totally. And don't forget, we are doing this on induction as well. So look at that. Let's just go there.
Look at that peeling away. Look, it's looking really good. So it's literally peeling away from the side of the saucepan. Peeling away off it, and that'd be a thin piece that would normally stick itself to it. And we're just giving a quick wipe to our saucepans in the studio today to keep the demonstrations going.
Exactly, yeah. Now what I want to do now is show you the big pan.
Oh, this sauteed dish, yeah?
No, the big one. Big saucepan.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
By the way, induction, magnetic.
Yeah,
so you can see that.
So this is, again, really nice strong weight. Can you pass me the saucepan too, the big saucepan?
I can indeed.
Again,
I'll take the lid off, but you've got your 2 silicone
Get your lids. It's not a drum, it's a lid, which is great for storing in the oven too. So again, you can feel the quality, the weight. You've got the Cerashore non-stick, and then you've got that wonderful friction bonded base at the bottom, which means that it's suitable for induction as well.
Okay.
So they really are win-win-win.
And we were talking before the show, you said it feels good in the hand.
Yeah,
that
it
phrase,
really
it
does.
feels good in the hand. And they've got a good weight to them in terms of being reassuringly weighty, but they're not heavy.
Yeah.
I struggle to describe, but it feels good in the hand. Like it feels sturdy and substantial, but not heavy. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hope you know.
Now I'm going to get our pan nice and hot. We're going to do some steak in a minute, but in the meantime I'm just going to throw in some sauce into our meatballs here.
Right.
And so you can see it really is meals in minutes, isn't it, you know, which I love. Easy clean up, and then wonderful. We could be putting cheese on top of that, throwing it in the oven.
So there's no sacrificing. You're not thinking, you know, oh gosh, I'm not going to cook that because it's a bit unhealthy because it's got a load of oil in it. You know, you haven't seen us here with butter and oil going in because the Cerashore non-stick is giving us that reassurance. We don't need that lubrication from the oil. So we're not throwing in loads of sunflower oil, etc. And the other thing is, we're not being hard on ourselves thinking, oh, we better not cook that because it's going to be a nightmare to clean. Because the clean-up and the washing up, well, is non-existent almost.
No, it really is. Now, you're ready for this sizzle. Look at that, look. That wonderful sizzle. If you notice, I didn't put any oil in there whatsoever. So I will just literally let that sizzle down and turn it over in a second.
That is looking good. How do we like our steak? What's the best way of doing a steak?
Well, I think with ribeyes, medium, I think.
Yeah?
Because it lets the fat...
Medium?
But lets the fat melt a little bit.
Medium towards well done for me, which is
Yeah.
really bad, isn't it? Is that criminal?
Well, look, whatever you like. My gran didn't like to see blood, bless her.
Yeah, I mean, because I was watching Emily in Paris and she ordered her steak well done, and then the chef said, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh, they don't even give you burgers.
And she said, well, hang on, I'm the customer. And he was like, no, just try it. And then she was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So, yeah.
Right, so I just want to show you the oven a second.
One day.
So again, if you are suffering from stiff joints, anything like that, you don't have to just use one handle. You can use two. You have security.
Yeah, even if you don't.
And you can pop that down there. Yeah. That is in the entire chicken. And can you see, that's in the smaller of the two frying pans. Again, just pop them open like so. Close that up. And what I'm going to do now is turn over our
on the show as well, that air fryer. You can buy it now if you want. It's a really good version. Details are on the screen on the side. You can see just underneath the main details there. It comes with a rotisserie if you're using that. We're obviously using one of our pans instead, but also it's got the drip tray function. It's got all these different cooking settings, and it is from the amazing Tower brand as well as the pans. Oh, Paul, you know how to treat us. You really do. Yeah, if you weren't hungry before, you are now, right?
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, look at that. Perfection. And that was with no oil whatsoever. Can you imagine doing that at home in your pan without any oil? You have all the amazing caramelization there. Look, already, I've just turned that one over. You can see how, and look, that quick seal, that sizzle. And look, the pan is clean as a whistle. Look at that.
There's no spots and sparkling of oil or fat in there beyond what was in the steak itself.
And can I just say, that caramelisation on that steak, that is flavour, that is taste, that's yum. And that's what you're getting here every single time. Now that's rare, I would say, at the moment. And you just cook it a bit longer, but can you see how nothing is sticking whatsoever? And then we've got our mushrooms and our onions absorbing all the wonderful flavours there. It's just beautiful.
Looking good, and as well at $84.99. You know, this is not a treat, is it? In terms of like, oh gosh, it's a luxurious purchase. I don't know. You know, if you've been in the market for a year or two for some pans, you've been holding off, or you've been thinking, I need to upgrade. You know, or maybe you've been buying cheap pans, and it's the age-old phrase. You probably know the one I'm going to say: buy cheap, buy twice. You know, but you know, here, buy at great value. Buy once, because you've got your guarantee on the handle for 10 years, and then the pans themselves on a 5-year guarantee. And also, you might be thinking, I haven't got enough space, and I've got my cupboards are full of all my tins and my jars, and I like to stock up on the 2-for-1 deals. Well, don't panic, because these nest away beautifully. They literally nest in each other, and it's the detachable handle that means it's really convenient for going from hob to oven to air fryer to dining room table, but it's also the detachable handle that means that they're small enough to nest and store in your cupboard. $84.99 is an incredible price. How do we know that? It's because we've seen the quality of the Tower name and the quality of the pans, and we're considering at $149.99. What if we were buying these, or what if somebody else was buying these at the normal price? We'd probably say, do you know what? Pat on the back, fair play to you, mate. Well done, you've got a good set of pans there. 13 pieces, $149.99. It's a good brand name. But these are $84.99. Don't miss out.
So I've just done our barbecue creamy sauce to go on the top, like so, with our caramelised nice to go with our steak and our onions and our mushrooms in there. Loads of flavour in there. And I'm really trying to get the pan as hot as I can because I always love showing the worst scenario. Now, we've done our steak without any oil. You saw how you got that wonderful caramelisation. We're now going to pop on our creamy sauce, but I'm purposely not going to do that when I do it, because can you see how that cleans it?
Yes.
I'm going to really try and let it burn on and just...
So you can leave a bit behind?
Leave a bit behind.
Okay, I've got you, Paul.
Oh,
what a meal. What a meal. How much is that in a restaurant?
Smell-o-vision. Well, 25 quid.
Yeah.
You see, so four of you go out and have steak at 25 quid a head. You've nearly paid for the pan set.
You have,
you know?
yeah,
It's
84.99.
incredible, isn't it?
Pan set. So again, we're going worst case scenario on our pan, but look at this, a golden glistening sauce on a beautiful steak.
Just gonna
Caramelised
burn. Our
steak.
meatballs are ready. Oh, goody, goody. How good.
How are you doing this, Paul? You're like juggling, you're literally juggling plates and pans.
Look at that. But we
We're
have
burning that
got
on.
wonderful food, excellent. Nothing has stuck. I've virtually washed up as how we've gone along.
Oh,
Look at that, look. How
goulash
gorgeous
style.
is that? Nothing sticking whatsoever. I'm going to take you back to what I would almost call like the disaster, isn't it? But look,
yeah.
nothing sticking.
But look, it's burnt there.
whatsoever.
You can imagine that would have burnt and stuck on.
I mean, he's really trying to burn that on there. Do you know what? When we say you can use less oil because of the non-stick properties, you might not need any oil. A bit of bacon, I wouldn't even bother. OK, right. No wonder we have been busy for this. The price is fantastic. Last stock update I gave you was 10%. Now 20% of the stock's gone. But if everyone checks out now, a third's gone. Folks, this is not going to last until 3 a.m. I couldn't wait to get to the studio today because I get to say to you, the Tower 13-piece set is back in stock. I love this. The usual price is so good, but now you're saving £60. It's £84.99. Now, we've had a question come in from Robin, who's watching. Robin, thanks very much for joining us in the early hours of this Thursday morning. Robin's asking, what's the largest size? Well, let's break down the sizes to you, Robin, and for anyone else who's wondering the same thing, you're going to get 2 pans, you're going to get 2 saucepans, you're going to get a wok, you're going to get a multi-pan as well. You get 2 handles, 3 glass lids, and you get the 2 silicone lids for your saucepans. That's for your storage. So yeah, you're going to get an 18cm saucepan, you're going to get 20cm. When it comes to the frying pans, you get a 24 and then you get a 28. A multi-pan that's a little bit deeper. You might want to bake cakes with that, you know. 28cm and you get a 28cm wok too, which can hold 3 litres. It's remarkable, folks. I absolutely love this. So Robin, I hope that helps. Anyone else who's got a question, it's important for us to make sure you're happy. So please do get in touch. We've just reached the busiest part of the show. Wow. We need to move on shortly, folks. You need to start checking out. Right now, like I said, to get all those pans, the detachable handles are brilliant. So this is all about storage, OK? So if you've got pans that you're wrestling with, they fall all over the place, they're awkward, you catch them, it's because the handles are permanently on the actual pan. These are detachable, and they're very easy to work with too. So you get 2 pans to work on any single pan. You can put them anywhere around you want. You press the lever down, and there is your pan secure, folks. It's easy. When you want to release it, push the lever, press the button, and then you take it off. How good is that? So we'll do it again for you. Press it on there, lever down, there's your pan. And then it's on there. That's not going anywhere, okay? When you want to release it, flick the lever, press the button, and there you have it. And yes, that's good for space because it means you can stack them all on top of each other. But let's say you're going to be, you know, that's me searing beef, by the way. Oh, yeah. Very Sheffield. But you know what? If it's going to be on your hob, by the way, these will work on all your hobs, your gas, your electric, your halogen, well, all of them. Just it works on all of them. And then when you want to put it in the oven, you can take the handle off, and there you go. And when it's cooked, when it's out of the oven, when it's cooled down, obviously, you can serve it on the actual table, on your dining room table. But you don't want the handle there, do you, when you're serving it? I wouldn't. It wouldn't look good. There is your serving dish, and once it's finished, you can put that straight back into your dishwasher. How brilliant is that? I honestly think they look the part. If I hold it still, how good is that colouring? It's like a very dark, like a pewter kind of colour. It's like a lovely, almost like a silvery fleck with a little bit of a gold, like a copper fleck in there too. It looks beautiful. What you're seeing there, folks, not just any coating. This is black diamond coating. It's 7 times stronger than other non-stick brands, other non-stick coatings. That's another reason why people love it. Right. If everyone checks out, half of the stock's now gone. Half of it's now gone. I'm blown away by this. It could be the only pan set you'll need to buy. We've had another message come in actually as well. This one's from Anthony. Anthony, very well welcome. Thanks so much. Anthony says, I bought the Tower cookware set in August 2024. I can honestly say they are the best pans, saucepans, etc. that I've ever had. Absolutely nothing sticks to these. Get them while you can. Has that literally just come in? That's literally just come in. Anthony, thank you very much for joining us in the early hours of this Thursday morning. Bless you. Really appreciate that. Right, now we've done a little shop around because we want you to make sure that you want the right price. Of course you do. Of course you want the right price. Now, I won't lie to you, I check Amazon for everything. If I see a deal, I reference Amazon. I go on there. Even if I'm on duty free in airports, I still do that. I always do. For me, it's the benchmark. Amazon is £157.95. That's good. Tower Housewares, they would get 100 themselves, £169.99. Onbuy.com, £139.95. Look at those prices, and then please, just for a second, if you can, look at our usual price. That's very, very competitive. That's still a brilliant price. But because we're live on ITV1, on STV, could you imagine the amount of units that we get through? That's why we can keep the prices so low. It's all about volume. Everyone's happy. You genuinely, folks, you're saving £60 off our usual price, £84.99. There's your item number at the top, so 530956. Easy way to shop. Go to shopontv.co.uk, check out your baskets, and it's yours. You'll have this delivered to your home literally in a few days. If you're not on PayPal, pay in 3, spread that cost. 3 payments of £30.31. I'm blown away. Now, if you don't order online, give us a call. It's 03333 241 241. Now, during that clip, you would have seen an air fryer. There's one that wasn't in stock. But I'll tell you what we have got in stock. We've got another Vortex from Tower. I love this air fryer. I really do. It's the dual drawer. You've got 2 5.2 litre baskets, and they're longer than some of the ones I've seen. You've got 8 pre-programmable modes, if that makes any sense. Basically, if you're not too sure how long, I don't know, chicken drumsticks take to cook, for example, or if you don't know how long you need or what to set for crispy chips, then it sets it for you. Right, usually £179.99. Forget it. You're not paying anything anywhere near that. I paid a lot more than that for my air fryer, and it hasn't got some of the features featured on this. I wish I got this one. It's £114.99 for a dual drawer air fryer. People love it. Right, now have a look on the website if you can do. You'll see we got knives on the show. They're really good knives actually, these, because it's like a non-stick on the side of the blade. So if you're slicing carrots, they don't just clump up on the side. They're great. £39.99 for a 5-piece set, and they are lovely and sharp, and they are very ergonomic. Of course, you must be 18 years or older to buy these. Right. We've got lots more to go through, though. We're sport for choice when it comes to kitchen gadgets. Let's show you more cooking demonstrations when it comes to the Tower 13-piece set with our Paul and Matt. Check it out.
Oh, steak. I was like, you know, from The Simpsons when it's all pork.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
steak. But Tower, we are proud because, Paul, you're not going to put your name and your time and your
do you know
energy
what?
on
I
anything,
absolutely love this. And again, with the detachable handles, it is just so good. And again, you can pop them straight in the oven then.
Yep.
And you can pull it out with one oven. But just imagine you suffer from stiff joints, anything like that.
Yep.
You can put the 2 handles on, take it out with 2 handles. How much easier is that? If you've ever taken a pan out with a wet cloth before, you only do it once. Where this makes life so much easier. It really is so good. We're going to put it to the ultimate test, really. I've got so many different things to do. Now, if you've ever burnt milk or cheese in a pan before, you know how much it can really stick. You know, if it's stainless steel, it can be terrible, can it? But imagine now, I am going to literally pop a steak in here, and there's no oil in there. I don't know whether you can see the onions. They're not sizzling because there's no oil there.
Yep.
Nothing at all. But...
So lose the fat, not lose the flavour.
Exactly. Listen to that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Of course, you've got the 2.5mm base with the even heat distribution, and then your amazing Sarah Shaw pans as well. Now in this one, I'm just burning some cheese. I'm just going to show you the worst scenario. Now you imagine not only cheese, so imagine on your lasagna dish, anything like that. Imagine putting a bit of egg with it too. Imagine.
I would imagine that, but it's going to burn.
Imagine putting a bit of pancake batter in there as well.
My kids would love this.
Really trying to get it to stick. Now, while this is melting, I'm just going to turn over our steak.
Oh yeah.
Now, I'm just going to give it a bit of a nudge. Look at that, look.
So no oil. That's just the natural oil from the steak.
That is just the natural oil that's come from the steak. And look at this.
Oh.
Caramelisation. Sears beautifully.
Oh,
how gorgeous is that? Just
so that's the even heat distribution for you.
That is, yeah, that's that wonderful thick base that you've got on there.
That means you've got the garnishes cooking at the same time. You're not worried about cold spots with your heat distribution.
Pop in a few mushrooms there. I'm going to do it in a Stilton and cream sauce in a minute. But look at this one.
So this is all burned on now, surely.
Well, look,
you've ruined your pan. Oh no, you haven't.
Can you see how it's just perfection personified, isn't it?
That is
look at that look. Now you imagine a hot pan like that. I'm now going to put some omelette mix in there.
Just look at the pan. It's clean. That's the Sarah Shaw ceramic non-stick. The cleanup is so easy. You can put them in the dishwasher if you want to. They are dishwasher safe, but we don't think you're going to need to. Just give them a quick clean and away you go. But also up to 260 degrees in the oven. And then you've got your detachable handles, so you can go from oven to air fryer, from air fryer to table, to dining table, to kitchen, back to the hob. Oh, and talking of hobs, have you got a particular type of hob and you think, oh no, are these saucepans good for it? Well, we're using the induction hob here in the studio, so it's the magnetic base, yeah? And then you can use these on any hob type, so induction, gas, electric,
exactly.
all of them.
Now, I think I've just made the quickest cheese omelette you've ever had. Look how gorgeous. Cheese and herb omelette.
Oh my
look
gosh.
at that, look.
You pay so much.
How,
it looks
and can
gourmet.
you see, completely clean as a whistle. Healthy and delicious, high in protein. Look at that.
I don't know how you did that, but that omelette looks really posh for some, like...
Well, and it's done in seconds. You imagine a bit of salad with that, and bam, you've got it in no time at all.
A few frites with it, yeah.
So I would say that steak is pretty much done how I like it. You've got a nice lot of caramelisation. It's sizzling, bubbling, bit of salt and pepper. Pop that on there. But I'm now going to make a bit of a sauce with it.
You're losing the fat, not the flavour, because you've not put in any extra oil or butter on these, and these are Sarah Shaw non-stick. Cream straight in the hot pan, no worries. Yes, it's bubbling away, but we're not worried about it burning today.
Oh yeah, this will be the quickest Stilton sauce ever.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that, look.
You do like your Stilton?
A lot of Stilton.
Yeah.
Get like this on fresh air left. Right. Now, and my top tip is just put a bit of pickle in with it too.
See, this is why Paul's
adds a bit of sweetness.
Top shop on TV
So this wonderful. Now, if you think, oh look, it's going to burn, it's going to catch. Well, I'm going to prove that it won't. So I'll just let that Stilton melt, and then we've got the quickest Stilton sauce that you've ever had. And how much do you pay for ribeye and Stilton sauce? 25 quid in a restaurant.
30 more, depending on where you are.
Just going to start our stir fry going.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So we're going straight from the pan to the wok here, because you can. This is a 13-piece set where you've got your 2 saucepans, the sauté dish, the 2 pans, and the wok dish as well. 2 detachable handles, very easy to use, so you click on and click off. All come beautifully boxed. It's a great wedding present, actually. Brilliant housewarming gift, or a treat to yourself. The thing is, I say treat, and it's not like an extravagance, is it? Because it's not like a, oh, I don't know when I'm going to use it, and I don't know if I'm going to need it. You know, this is cooking. This is something you're going to use every single day. This is something that you need to at least have a certain level of quality.
You may think, oh, look, he's burning out. Well, I'm doing it on purpose, but just look what happens when I go across.
It's peeling away.
It just comes away.
Yeah.
Look at that, look.
Obviously, plastic, silicone utensils, soft utensils.
You smell that Stilton sauce. So I'm just going to pour that over the top, but I'm going to leave some in the pan.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Just to burn it on.
So deliberately, you're deliberately
burning it on. Just to show you the quality of these pans is just incredible. We've got our veggies here to go with it. Quick stir fry I'm doing here. Trying to get it.
See, with my old wok, I used to have to be worried about the heat distribution because I could never leave something. You were busy over here and you left that going, but it didn't. Yeah. There weren't hot spots. You haven't suddenly charged it.
I've just used a bit of spray oil like that to keep it going. Just wonderful. Now, remember this burnt mess?
It doesn't smell good. It's smelling very burned up.
Look at that, look. But it just comes away clean. You know, this is what I want to show. How forgiving. You imagine someone knocks at the front door, the telephone goes, you know, you're occupied, something like that. We've all done it. Yeah. This is how forgiving these pans are. And this is why I really want everyone to experience how good they are.
Yeah, you're not there forever wondering about how am I going to get this off, or soaking it, or wasting your washing up liquid, you know, or extra tools, or scrubbing. You don't want to scrub it because you don't want the damage. You wouldn't want to damage.
Now, I just want to show you the outside too, where I poured the sauce. Literally wipes away clean. They are just incredible.
Remember, this is Serrashore ceramic. You live in the dream when you get these. Seriously, 13-piece set here from Tower. PayPal Pay in 3 as well, including your delivery, is £30.31 over 3 months. The guarantee, because you'd obviously think, you know, with such a good brand name as Tower, these are going to be guaranteed, right? Well, 10 years on the handles and a 5-year extended guarantee on the actual pans. You just need to activate it on the Tower website, of course. And being the Freedom range, the handles go across the entire range. So they interchange. And also, talking of interchanging and stuff like that, nesting as well. Which ones are hot, which ones are cold here? So that's hot. I don't want to touch that one, but looking, that one's hot, but it's got a handle. But I'll just drop this in so that you can see.
Yeah, let me.
So I've got the 2 different size saucepans here. One goes in the other, and they nest like so. So that's an example of at least 2 of them and how they nest. But they are very, very easy to stack. If you're thinking about a handle, and is that going to get in the way in the cupboard? No, because you just detach the handle and it comes off and they nest like that. It does go all the way in, I promise. There you go. So which means they can be cake tins, baking trays, sauté dishes, woks. Is that locked in there?
Yeah, that's all locked in.
You know, you have got it, all your bases covered when you get this Tower Freedom set. And the Tower brand, one that's been going since 1913, you're doing well to get that too. And we have done a deal for you to make sure that we've negotiated this set down from $149.99 to $84.99 for the whole set. Now, $84.99.
Again, I just want you to imagine here. So that one fits in that one, then your 2 pans on top, and all the rest, and plus the one in here. And so they all fit on top of each other, and then you've got the lids.
Quite swish lids, aren't they? Because you've got.
They certainly have. Yeah.
You've got your window there so you can see what's happening inside your saucepan. You've got to stand behind it, so there you go. The vent is there for draining things or letting the steam out, and then you've got your gap for the handle. That's where the handle clicks on there. But that is a really, really nice, solid saucepan lid. That is.
Now we've done our stir fry now. I've just added some of our thick soya sauce in there. Wonderful. And again, that was just cabbage and some vegetables. How good is that? That's for our lovely Martha. That smells.
Yeah, you're making everyone's lunch today, aren't we?
There you go. That's nice and healthy.
If you got your order in today, yeah,
look at that.
Didn't have to ask him twice.
And again, don't forget that Serrashore non-stick is on the outside of the pan as well. It really is so good.
Oh, well, that, my friends, is why we are all so pleased that, yes, the 13-piece set is back in stock. Now, we've caught up with ourselves. I cannot believe already. What's the time? It's just gone 1 o'clock in the morning. Half of the stock gone. Half of it's gone. And if everybody checks out, 80% of the stock has gone. So I've got to say, in our experience, in about 20 minutes time, I reckon we're going to be limited stock. Maybe even less than that, it could have sold out. If you're flicked on and you're tempted by this, absolutely grab it. Folks, this could be the only pan set you'll need to buy. Joe, have you bought non-stick in the past and you're disappointed with it? This isn't just any non-stick. This is black diamond coating. It's 7 times stronger than your other everyday non-stick brands. People love this. So you've got your non-stick properties. Yes, this is going to work on all of the hobs, your halogen. Yes, it's going to work on your gas hobs and all the rest of it, but it's going to go from your hob, it's going to go into your oven, you can serve on these dishes, you can put them in the dishwasher. Right, I'll tell you another reason why people absolutely love this. Have you shopped around for prices? Well, to save you a bit of time, we've done that for you. Right, just look at these prices. So Tower themselves, towerhousewares.co.uk, £169.99. Amazon, which is my benchmark, to be honest with you, I always check on Amazon, £157.95. Onbuy.com, fair play to them, £139.95. That's the usual prices. Now look at our usual price. That's so competitive. We would still be busy at that usual price of £149.99. But folks, if you buy this now, you're going to save £60. How can we do it this low? Right, we're live here on ITV1. We're live on STV. Can you imagine the amount of stock that we're getting through? I've got to say it's a lot, which is why we can keep the prices low. Everyone's happy. You're going to get the set today for £84.99. Please not wait till tomorrow. They're not going to be here. Right, if you want to spend that cost interest-free using PayPal Pay in 3, then go for it. All you spend today, and this includes your postage, it's £30.31. It's going to go, it's going to go. We need to move on soon. But let me show you the handles, actually. Let me come back round here. I love the look of them, actually. It's that lovely dark, deep pewter. You've got that fleck of silver in there. You've got a lovely little fleck of gold. It's beautiful. Now, if I actually take this pan, this is one of the frying pans, 2 saucepans, 2 frying pans, 1 wok, 1 multi-pan, 2 handles, 3 glass lids, and you get 2 of the silicone lids as well. That's for your saucepans for when you're storing them. But look how easy it is to put on the handles. Right, so 2 handles, 10-year guarantee on these bad boys. Oh yeah, 5-year guarantee on the pans. Just register them online, put them over the top. It can go anywhere around the pan. Press the lever down, and there is your pan sorted. When you want to release it, flick the lever, press the button. Hello. That is a pan good enough now to go straight into the oven. Now, you might be using 2, maybe a bit elderly. Maybe got that a lovely fillet of beef or something. Perhaps you want to use 2 handles actually on the same pan. So if you're a bit nervous about that turkey being taken to the table or that joint of beef, you know, who knows what it is, you've got good purchase. You've got good stability there too. Right, so there you go. You've got all the pans in one set. This is super, super non-stick. And if you're like me, you're trying to be a bit healthy at the moment, if you're trying to cut down on the amount of oil you're using, you know, I honestly wouldn't see the need to use any oil on this, to be honest. You know, if you're frying bacon, or whatever, I honestly don't feel the need to use any oil. But apart from anything else, yes, it's the non-stick. When it comes to storing, how's your cupboards looking? Is it full of pans all over the place? It's the handles that take up the space because you can't take them off some other pans, can you? It looks a right old mess. And the one you want is right at the back. All the pans fall out. You're catching the handles on your arm. Does your cupboard look like the one on the left? Honestly, it's a right old mess. It's a waste of space, quite frankly, too. Well, with this system, because you've got detachable handles on the tower set, you're going to save around 50% of your space in your cupboards. They stack up neatly on top of each other. So, yes, for houses, for smaller flats, apartments, caravans. Why not? This is going to be brilliant. So, your 2 saucepans, your 2 frying pans, your multi-pan, your what? Well, I don't know what other pans you would need. I really don't. Your 2 dual locking handles. You get your 3 glass lids and your silicone lids. Those silicone lids, they're for the saucepans. So that's really for when you're storing it in the fridge. So from the hob to your oven, to your kitchen table, your dining room table for serving, for a fridge when you're storing the food, and when you want to clean it, stick the pans, the actual pans themselves into the dishwasher. Easy. And you're still going to get that non-stick coating. You know what? A few minutes ago, I said this is going to go limited stock in about 20 minutes. It's going to be much quicker than that, much quicker. Right, 70% of the stock has gone. Guys, genuinely, it could be the only pan set you'll need to buy. Even on Amazon, it's going to be, what, £152.95. Our usual price is less than their usual price. You're still getting a bargain, but now it's £84.99. I need to take a breath, I know I do, but I know a bargain when I see one, and I know a great deal when I see one. 3 payments of £30.31 if you buy it with us this morning here on Shop on TV. So, Tower Housewares, £169.99. You can read this. Look, please don't pay these prices when you don't need to. It's £84.99. Now, do you know what? We want to see this cooking. Let's see how that non-stick really is going to help you when you're preparing and cooking food for you and the family. Here's Paul and Matt cooking up a storm with these pans.
Now, salmon always is going to stick, right? Is this the one that really does stick today?
No, not at all. I'm that confident always of how good this is. It's just starting to sizzle now. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to do the quickest scrambled egg you've ever had.
Meanwhile, the air fryer is working hard. Or is it working hard? It's not. It's just gently kind of humming away in the background. The Tower name as well, gracing itself on there. 14.5 inch is the Vortex amazing deal here for you in the 5-in-1 digital air fryer. The clear digital display. You've got the big window so you can see inside. The drip as well. It looks good, right? Looks good. Well, yeah. A member of our team, Tina, she's got that one at home, and she likes quality.
Oh, she absolutely loves it.
Well, she hangs around with you, Paul.
There you go. We're very
she's
good
your buddy.
friends.
Good guy.
And look at this. Look. So I'm just going to turn over our salmon, and I've just put our egg mix in there. But look. This is sliding around. Now, you saw me wipe that out. I didn't add any oil to it.
True.
Look at that wonderful sizzle. Just turn that one over again. Look at that, look. Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
how good
colour
is that?
Now, that's the salmon pink, isn't it? You know. So cooking, but not burning, searing anything, yeah?
Yeah, you really can cook beautiful, making, you know, wonderful meals, healthy meals at a fraction of the price a lot of the time of buying all these ready meals. Yeah. And you know exactly what's going in. Oh, I forgot my scrambled egg.
Well, yeah, you know you're not adding any salt in, you know.
Look at that, look. Look, well, I almost forgot my scrambled egg, but look, can you see
but it's fine, no
how
problem.
nothing's stuck whatsoever?
Yeah, it's just a lovely colour, that. Oh, it's beautiful.
There you go. Now, wonderful. Put that on there like so. Just give it a quick wipe out. Now, we're talking scrambled egg. You remember scrambled egg pan? You know, when you look at the pan, how just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, my old metal saucepans when I first moved out got a room. I'd be there soaking. It was rice, white rice, and scrambled egg was the nightmare. That's what it was. But here with these, with your Cerashore ceramic, you have no problems. As it says there, full flexibility in the kitchen, but you've got the freedom to be cooking, making, storing, transferring to the oven at 260 degrees, transferring to the fridge, using the silicone lids, using the regular lids. This is so versatile, and it is such a treat without being a treat, isn't it? It's not a sort of luxurious price. It's like an everyday purchase for something you're going to use every day, but for a really good price at the same time. So £149.99 usually, down to £84.99 now. And I say now because deals aren't always... We might be here long term with this deal. This might be something we can bring back for you one day, but you just never know, do you? So the best time to get something is when you know you need it, but also when you know it's available. And if we're on the telly now with it, it's available. So incredible.
Sorry, I must just show you this.
Paul.
Now, I'm really a really hot pan. Caramel. If you've ever burnt caramel before, but can you see? Look, that is normally you'd throw it in the bin. I might have to throw my spatula in the bin afterwards. But look how it's just not sticking at all. It's just literally running down. This is toffee. You know, that's, you know, it turns to, well, actually, you know, gravy brownie is just burnt sugar.
Yeah.
And you think, my goodness.
The sugar would burn and stick. And
it really does
awful,
stick.
Wouldn't it?
So I'll grab my...
These pans.
Yeah.
These pans are doing it. So yeah, you've got your lids here. We've put a lid on the wok at the moment. You know, just checking it was the wok because it could have been the sauté dish. Searing that salmon in, but you also
I might have ruined my cloth.
Oh no!
But look in the pan.
That's such a powerful demonstration, though, isn't it? To show what's
I've
on the
ruined my cloth. I can remember years ago, I used to be like the comic chef for James Martin, and he would always do spun sugar in a stainless steel pan, and I would literally be soaking it to death.
Yeah.
After, you know. Now I want to show you a really good little demo here. If we've got some water, and you just put a tiny bit in there, and then I'm going to virtually steam our fish, even though we've sealed it, so we've got that caramelisation. Can you see all the steam build up there? And that will steam it and superheat it, and then that makes sure your vegetables are cooked too.
So we can see the vent here. You can see the steam coming out of the vent, and then that gap there that's obviously for your handle, where your detachable handles going off and on. But solid lids here. So you've got the lid that's going to go on, because they're the same size, aren't they? So your lid on your wok and your sauté
28 centimetre, which is just brilliant. So look at that.
Saucepans as well.
How good is that? So instead of using all that unhealthy oil, we've done it with, we've done what, you know, less than 10 minutes, isn't it? But and look how beautiful that
tasty,
looks.
healthy, no clean up
ready for that one
necessarily.
Yeah, the clean up is a dream. So you're really investing in yourself, investing in the amount of time you spend washing up, and how good
I've been loving it. I'm so pleased for those of you getting these now, because honestly, because you know when it's something we buy just in case, or we buy it as a luxury, so it might be like a problem fixer, and we think, do you know what, I'm going to get one of those, because you never know. A bit like the air compressor I bought for my car, for my tyres. It's in the boot because you never know, yeah? But this is something that you're buying that you know you're going to use straight away out of the box, and it's also you're going to know how to use it. How many things have you bought where you've been a bit scared to get it out of the box? Well, this is one of those things that you're going to unpack this straight away, because it's fry up time, is it?
It certainly is. Fry up time. There you go. I've got our flat sausages.
Favourite.
In the other one, I'm going to do some of our little meatballs.
It's quick. Do you know, the 2.5 mil base, remember, is even distribution of heat. That's what it's giving you, the even distribution of heat. The Cerashore means that the ceramic is non-stick.
Look how quick that is.
Look at it cooking away.
You know, this is incredible, isn't it? This is really superb cooking, easy clean up. We've gone straight from no oil salmon fillets to doing our fry up. It's just wonderful. We've got an amazing plethora of different pans here, from your big cottage pies, your stir fries you can be doing. It's just wonderful.
Any hob type as well. So if you've just tuned in, you're thinking, but I cook on gas, so these going to be all right on gas? Yes, they are. I cook on electric. What about me? Yep, you'll be fine. And also, you've got your induction hobs working as well, because these are induction bases. So induction, gas and electric, any hob type. And it's £30.31p over 3 payments with your PayPal Pay in 3. And show us the handle again.
Yeah,
so easy, isn't it?
So simple. So you literally place it on, click it closed, that's it. Then you flick it open, then you press the button, voila.
Wonderful. On, click. I'm left-handed, but I can still do it with my right hand. There you go, lock. So unlock, click, off. On, lock, click, in. So you can use them both if you want. You give yourself a little bit of an extra helping hand. Oh, by the way, if you've got anything else from the Freedom range, or you're thinking, I like this brand, I might buy more Freedom stuff in the future, those handles will work across the whole Freedom range. They're okay, they're universal. Oh, look at the bacon.
Wonderful. Bacon, wonderful. Just brilliant. Let me see, have we got an egg left in here?
I wonder what made Paul think of eggs, because we've got sausage patties, we've got bacon. Oh yeah, an egg, yeah, it's a natural...
And then this is where we need to use the lid again, because the steam will cook it.
Okay, let me do that for you. Here we go. Ready, steady.
There you go, pop that on there. Yep.
Here we are.
Sits perfectly within seconds, and the natural steam then will cook it on the top too. Now again, we're doing, you know, I love the size of these pans, the height. And don't forget, you can even do cakes and bread in them.
Right.
Don't ever think of them as just frying pans. They're saucepans, they're pie dishes, they're casseroles. casserole dishes, because of course you can put them all in the oven as well.
Ovens
so
take
they
up to 260.
really do come into their own.
And they all nest, because that removable handle comes off, they all nest snugly into your saucepan. So easy to clean because of the Cerashore ceramic, and it's 0333 241 241, and you want to spread the cost with PayPal, you can. $84.99 is our price today, negotiated down from $149.99, and it's $30.31 on 3 payments, including your postage if you're PayPal paying in 3. You can order these on our website so easily. It's shopontv.co.uk, or you can phone us 0333 241 241, and it's 530956 to order now on your item number top left hand side. 10-year warranty on the handles, 5-year extended warranty on the actual pans themselves if you're registering on the pans on the website, and you're going to use these so much every single day for different things throughout the day. You've got your silicone stretch covers as well as the lids that come with your pans too. You know, maybe it's your cooking skills that you're thinking, oh, it's my fault I burned that, it's my fault the bottom of the beans seared themselves to the pan, it's my fault my omelettes are never right, it's my fault my pancakes are rubbish. No. You know, try these pans, get them home, experience, oh, look at that. Experience the Cerashore ceramic non-stick, and I'm hoping, it's a bit of a bold statement, but watch yourself become a king or a queen or a prince or a princess of that kitchen. Or a chef like Paul.
Look at that, so we've just used the steam to cook the egg.
Great.
It is fantastic. And you know, some people like asparagus, don't they? So we're just going to go straight into asparagus. Bit of greenery there. Oh, you just love asparagus.
Yeah.
So imagine we're doing asparagus with our meatball sauce. We could have that on our pasta. Just brilliant. Again, the brand that you can trust.
Yeah, 1913.
How many years they've been going for?
You don't stick around that long by doing a rubbish job. So, you know, British company, British design, British innovation, flying the British flag, and knowing that we're buying quality. It's a tower name since 1930. That asparagus looks golden and lovely, glistening.
I'm just going to do the quickest cheese sauce to go over the top.
Nothing's ruined.
Look at that, look.
Look at what we've made as well.
We've
Steak
got
and
nachos there too.
Omelette.
It is just brilliant.
Do you know, if you've been thinking about upgrading your pan set, think no longer. This is it. When are you going to see a better pan set with a better name at a better price? That's the questions, isn't it? $84.99, negotiated by the Shop on TV team, down from $149.99. So if you'd be happy at $149.99, and you know that you'd love these pans, and more to the point, you need a new set of pans, then go for it. At $84.99, don't miss out. Whether you are, you know, maybe looking at, because nearly hitting 50 now, I first moved out, my pan's like 20-something years old. I'm thinking, you know, the oldest ones. Now I've upgraded one here and one there, and I've got a new frying pan over the years and treated myself here and there. But are you like that? Oh, look at this.
Yeah,
wow.
Sauce over there, and it's
cheese
over
sauce.
our nachos too.
What would you say to anybody, Paul, that's just about to order?
You know what? I think if you want to get inspired, if you want to cook wonderful meals, if you want effortless cleaning up afterwards, wonderful space storage as well, get rid of all your old pans that don't, you know, are not on stick anymore, and replace them with these wonders. So versatile without interchanging it. Also, if you're camping, caravanning, anything like that, wonderful, because you've got such versatility, especially being able to pop them in the oven as well.
Oh, fantastic demos, as always there from Paul. You know, we have to move on. We need to move away from these pans. Why? Because they are limited stock. Thank you so much, wherever you're watching from. We've got 5 times the amount of people trying to buy this than available stock. So people are going to be missing out. Hopefully we'll get it back at some point, I don't know, but well done if you've got this. If you've got this in your basket, you must check out. Before we move on, we've had a quick question come in from Sally. Sally, very good morning to you. If you've just emailed in, who's here, watching with us at, about just after 1 o'clock in the morning. By the way, Sally's asking about the lids. Well, just briefly, you're going to get the 2 silicone lids there. That's for your 2 saucepans when it comes to storing them in the fridge. They just come away like that. Job done. And you also get 3 glass lids, and they literally just sit on top. And do you know what, Sally, you'll notice a really nice weight to these, and anyone else who's just bought these, yeah, just notice the weight. You can feel that build quality. You get good drainers actually, little drainage hole right there too, and you get a wider drainage hole at the top there. You also get a larger lid as well, so that's going to fit on the wok, it's going to fit on your frying pan, the larger one, and it's also going to fit on the multi-pan too. So it's very, very flexible, very, very efficient way of storing and cooking. Right, £84.99, well done. By the way, Matt and Patricia have been in touch too. You both said you love these. Matt and Patricia, thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of your morning. Maybe you up or maybe about to go to bed soon, whatever the case. Thanks very much indeed. To all of you who's bought this, you're going to absolutely love it. Right, have a look on the website if you can, because yes, you'll see these pans. Look at everything else we've got live on this show, on this early morning show on a Thursday. We're just coming up to 1:30 in the morning. Any questions, email us in. We're live with you until 3 a.m. In fact, we're live every single day on ITV1, on STV2, shortly after midnight until 3 a.m. We've also got a dedicated Freeview Channel on number 89, which is midnight all the way around till 6 p.m. So check that out too. Right, now of course when it comes to these knives, yes of course you do have to be 18 years or older to buy these. I must say when it comes to knives, these are fantastic. Why? They're very comfortable, they're very ergonomic. You get a bundle of 5 there. For the quality, it's great. You know, when it comes to good quality knives, they feel balanced, don't they? These have that, they feel balanced. But my number one thing, the number one thing I love about these particular knives, if you actually look on the side of the actual knife there, obviously they are sharp, be careful of course. Look at this design here. It's anti-stick. So if you're actually slicing carrots or slicing bits of onion or garlic, you look on the side of the knife and it just collects all there, brushing them all off. They just kind of fall off. So when it comes to slicing tomatoes, that's going to be absolutely perfect. Look at that. It doesn't stick to the side, it just falls away. And that's just an efficient way of chopping. If you're chopping a load of carrots, courgettes, I don't know what it is. The prep work I don't like when it comes to cooking. I find it tedious. This is really going to help that job along. Now, Joe, maybe you, I actually love sushi. If you're going to be slicing sushi, that is a nightmare with knives. But with these ones, because of that edge, because of that design, it just falls away. It's a brilliant, brilliant design. Right, now, yeah, maybe this is relevant to you. I mean, there could be blunt. Bless her, she's not having a good time. Well, she really hated that, didn't she? You know what? 7 tons of pressure these can take. They are really, really strong indeed. Now, you've got different blades for different knives for different scenarios in the kitchen. Paring knife, cutting veg. You've got a knife with a serrated edge on there. So for cutting loaves of bread, that's going to be absolutely brilliant. They really are sharp. Honestly, I worry when it comes to knives. We put up with them, don't we? And when was the last time you sharpened your knives? We'll get onto that in a second, actually. But, you know, we just deal with it. When you buy a brand new knife set, you're bound to realise, how was I coping for all these years? And I don't think it's good for your hands or your joints, actually, if you have to put down a lot of pressure for a blunt knife. I really don't think they're good for you at all. If you do lots of cooking, lots of prep work, look after yourself, have a really good professional knife set. These are for hand washing. This is the kind of set you'd want to look after. But I can't think of any scenarios when it comes to preparation in the kitchen that you can't do with this range of knives. You've got your large ones. I'd use that for chopping lots of veg or chopping your herbs and so on. Paring knives there. And there's your serration one, of course, too, when it comes to, you know, you're cutting your bread and so on. But for me, yes, it's comfortable to hold, it's ergonomic, but it's all about those, the side, it's the non-stick properties I love. So your chef's knives, universal knife there, fillet knife, we call it a ham knife, it's good for your meat and so on. And you've got your vegetable knife, I use that as a paring knife. I can't think of any obvious knife you're not missing. That's not included, I should say, in this particular set. Again, you must be 18 years or older. Have it on PayPal if it helps. It's 3 payments of £15.31, and it's yours. Go for it. Right. Well, I briefly touched on it then, didn't I, when it comes to sharpening knives, OK? Right, when was the last time you sharpened blades? I mean, even the ones you might be buying tonight, eventually you'll need, that'll need to be the case. But keep them nice and sharp, you know. It helps prepare food that little bit easier when it comes to the look and appearance of food when you're chopping up for salads. You want to have a nice looking, pristine cut, don't you? But this could be various different knives, various different brands and different shapes and sizes. So, yes, knives we're talking about there. Hang on a minute. Hang on, what we're seeing here? No. No. I can't believe I'm about to see. That is absolutely ridiculous. Now, finally, my gym card's going to have a use. I'm joking. Okay, so yes, kitchen knives, scissors, brilliant idea. And you dial that wheel on the top, so it makes it suitable. It gives you the preferred fit for various different widths of knives too, because some are thinner than others, of course. It could be a pair of garden shears, perhaps, household appliances. When it comes to maybe secateurs, I haven't tried it, but garden shears, I would say, would be absolutely fine. But you can actually see, can I dial this back? As you can see, if I dial this, you can see the openings. So if you've got a thick blade or a thick knife, how brilliant is this? You can see it just open and close. And as soon as you see it, you kind of get the idea. There we go. Right. Instantly, you get the idea. How brilliant is this? And if you see, if I turn it around, actually, that's a bit better for you. When it comes to scissors, you can see you haven't got to undo the pair of scissors one blade at a time. No. You do the scissors as a pair, as it's put together. And you can see you're going to get that angle on both blades at the same time. You just run it through. Right, if you spend money on scissors, knives, if it's going to be garden shears perhaps as well, then let's keep them sharp. Let's keep them performing as they should. For the sake of £34.99, to perhaps give your old knives a new lease of life, then it's worth it. So 311505. Add it to your basket. This you can have on PayPal Pay in 3. So it's just £13.31 today. I'm really impressed with that. You know, because sometimes you think, oh, well, is my knife going to do that? Is it going to be the right size? It's just so flexible. It's like one size fits all. Okay, so yes, if it's going to be chopping veg, that's a big one for me. If you're chopping loads of carrots for the family, or your parsnips on, they could be hard. What do you think is the hardest thing to cut? Parsnips. They can be a lot. Butternut squash. It can be tiring. My hands can ache after a while, Yeah, and when it comes actually to cutting bread, you're not squashing bread, you're going to be cutting it beautifully. How clever is that design with the scissors? I'm really impressed with that. Maybe you're a crafter. Maybe you spend money on cardstock. Maybe you've got a special pair of scissors you just use for fabric. Or maybe you've used some nice scissors to open blister packaging, they're not performing like they should, then that's going to be ideal for you. For £34.99, add it to your basket, give it a go. If you've got knives, scissors, the rest of it, it's worth it. It could mean you have to spend less money going forward by buying more scissors, more knives. Keep what you've got. Okay. Dial the number, by the way, 03333 241 241. If you'd like to speak to someone, they'll make sure you got it, whatever you want, delivered straight to your home. Right, we need to talk to you about air fryers. Now, I don't know many people who actually haven't got an air fryer now. Every person I know who's got one absolutely swear by it. They love it. I bought an air fryer last year. I wish I bought this one. I wish I did. It's a well-known brand, begins with N, It was far more than the usual price here. Why do I want this one? Why do I wish I bought this? Well, firstly, the size of the actual pans, it's 5.2 litres per drawer. It's the length I would find really handy with this. When you've got long carrots, roasted vegetables and things, long, good pub chips, the ones I mean, the really nice, crispy, big ones. Love those. If it's going to be a long bit of lamb, bit of beef, you could put a smaller roast chicken in here if you wanted to. But why this? Firstly, because of the price. To get a dual drawer air fryer for £114.99. Guys, that's brilliant. It's brilliant. Now, even Argos, I love all these guys. I shop with these. I've shopped with Argos and Amazon numerous times in AO. £150 for Argos, Amazon, great, 125, AO.com, 125. We're now £114.99. Grab it. It's a very special price. If you want to get your air fryer, then go for it. Maybe you had good intentions for this year to perhaps, eat that little bit healthier. January just went, didn't it? It's not too late. I had a bad January, I won't lie. I'm now starting a bit of health kick in February. You can use less oil with this. So that's the health aspect. 1 teaspoon of oil, or maybe that, that frying, the 1 calorie, 2 calorie spray, that kind of thing. They're great for chips. I think they're brilliant. It's like guilt-free eating. I feel a little bit more comfortable when it comes to that. I really prefer this. Again, you can have it on PayPal, pay in three payments of £40.31. But for me, you can save a lot of energy when compared to conventional ovens too. So we're thinking long term, it's a good investment. No, I'm a big fan of this. Our Jack loves this dual drawer air fryer from Tower. Let's see what Jack's going to cook for us. This is what you can cook in your own home. Check this out.
Now, when it comes to air frying experiences, there are... Oh, there he is. I was going to say there aren't as many as tall as this one. It's Jack Williams. How are you, mate?
I did so well.
You did so well. I almost didn't know you were there.
Yeah, I was linking it, you see.
This is a lovely looking machine, isn't it?
I think it's probably one of the most stylish machines we've ever bought you. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous. But not only does it look gorgeous, it cooks your food gorgeously as well.
Yeah. Well, should we do a little round the world?
Let's do that.
What do we got?
What I love about this, 5.2 litre baskets in each. And what's brilliant, again, if you've got dietary requirements, allergies, you've got 2 baskets. So this is a great example when you use the 2 baskets simultaneously. Yeah. Over here, I've got my beef burgers and my cheese, and then I've got my vegan burgers, which are actually okay, vegan burgers.
Okay,
I've tried them, they taste quite nice. Yeah. And we've got one of my favourites, a flat mushroom in there as well.
Lovely.
One thing you'll also notice about the air fryer baskets, you do have an elevation station, so all of that fat and grease is going down underneath this cooking basket. So it's not swimming around in fat. So it's a healthier way of cooking your food as well.
You can reduce the amount of oil that you use, if any.
Absolutely, absolutely. And these
so there are your boigers.
The other thing I love about this machine is that it's countertop cooking. So if your oven's very low down, you struggle to get food in and out of the oven, this is ideal because it's at my height.
Yes.
Why I love this as well, because it's using hot air, you get incredible crispy results. So the thing you're going
is that
to
a pork belly?
Is pork belly.
I feel like Homer Simpson. Food.
Seriously.
Jeez Louise.
Seriously. And you saw me do this earlier, and you said, Jack, is that all you do? You put it in. You don't have to pour boiling water over the fat.
You don't have to. He took it out of the packet. And put it. I thought I could have done that.
Yeah.
And you shove it in and you turn it on. And it comes out looking like that.
And also, just check this out as well, because you get that wonderful colour underneath and around your joint, on the sides as well. You know, as a chef, when I was taught at college, caramelisation equals
flavour. Yes.
Flavour.
And also you eat with your eyes, as they say. I've tried it, it's quite painful. Make sure the food's not too hot.
I'm going to be stealing these jokes. That's why I like this. I am your audience, right?
Yes, thank you.
And of course...
If you're laughing, they're laughing.
It wouldn't be an air fryer show if we didn't do potatoes, and this is designed for potatoes. Essentially, hot air frying, it mimics deep fat frying incredibly well, using literally 1% fat. So if you've got a kilo of chips in here, 1 teaspoon of oil, and that's where you're going to get incredible crispy results.
You can use spray oils too.
You can use the spray oils as well if you wanted to.
Deep fat frying, really, it's the heat of the oil that is supposed to just do the cooking. Yeah. The fact that the food also soaks up some of that is where the sort of potentially sort of lacking health benefits come in. But with superheated hot air, it mimics what the oil would do.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, cyclonic. And don't forget, Tower have got that vortex hot air, that patented technology that swirls around that hot air at such a force. It's like a hairdryer on your food times 10. So you get incredible results.
Now, steak.
What's going on over here? Unusual combination, chocolate. This is why it looks a bit dark, because it's got that dark chocolate. This is a panettone bread and butter pudding. Now, the key thing with this, and these are all top tips, throughout the show you're going to get all these top tips. If you take out the trivet, the basket which I was talking about earlier, take that out, and then you've got this as basically your one pot stock pot.
So it could be a casserole, it could be a lasagna, it could be a shepherd's pie.
Any of these
It could be
toad
in the hole, upside down cake, right way up cake, whatever you like.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the key thing, is taking the basket out.
Flapjack.
There's your bread and butter pudding done, and actually autumnal, apple crumbles would work fantastic.
Crumbles. Baby.
And then, we talked about earlier, why hot air frying? Can you cook a steak in here? Yes, you can, and you get that wonderful caramelisation on your steaks. Think lamb chops, think pork chops, think all of these
are great. So my air fryer, it's one of the reasons I got mine, because actually I had one of those grills that you close down, and it's fabulous, but you can't do bones. So if you want a lamb chop or a pork chop, air fry, honestly, I swear to you, having now been a convert to the air fryer for about a year, you can't mess the food up. Now, all right, sure, you can overcook it, but you learn very quickly what cooking times are right for which things.
Now,
what
Let's
we got
talk
here?
about this. And you know what that is, don't
It's
you?
orange.
It's a grapefruit.
That's not a grapefruit.
That's a great. It's got pink there. It's beautiful. I love grapefruit, but when you dehydrate it, because this has got a dehydration functionality. So when you dehydrate it, slice your lemons, your limes, your oranges, put them into here. 6 to 8 hours, you get these wonderful dehydrated grapefruits.
Do you know what's amazing? Dehydrated mango.
Ooh, yeah, pineapple.
Pineapple, passion fruit. I mean, oh, Lord, yeah.
The question is, what would you do with this?
I'd put it in a drink.
What type of drink?
I don't know, Pimm's and lemonade, I'm thinking, or just regular lemonade.
Gin and tonic?
Gin and tonic, yeah. Drink responsibly, please.
Also, I mean, my producer's saying you could actually put these in potpourri, you know, over Christmas.
Yeah.
Be really
She loves her potpourri,
delicious.
our Leslie.
Actually, I love a bit of potpourri. I love a bit of potpourri.
He doesn't.
And over this side, what we've got our candied bacon. So you get your bacon, must be streaky bacon, guys, really important.
Yes.
Brush it with a bit of maple syrup, because bacon and maple syrup are like best mates.
yeah.
A little bit of brown sugar in here, 8 to 12 hours, and you get this candied bacon. It's like beef jerky. It is delicious.
Amazing,
Trust
yes.
me. So they're just a few of the things that you can cook in your air fryer.
yeah.
But breakfast, lunch, dinner, baking, roasting, you can do it all.
Yeah, sweet treats, savoury treats.
All of those things, yeah. The other thing to point out with this machine is you do have all of those automatic programs, which is amazing. So
We'll show you how to use it in a minute.
yeah.
It's so easy.
And don't forget, you won't get a full chicken in here.
Okay.
To be brutally honest, but what you will be able to get, because I know it's the question, chicken is the most favourite food, or meat, I think, in the UK, is you'll be able to spatchcock it up, or even use a crown in here.
Right, or a poussin.
Or a poussin.
Yes, yeah. One of our I'm sure on the video it showed a small chicken, a small one. But for chicken wings, for chicken thighs, bone in, skinless, bone out, with skin on, however you like them, and for chicken drumstick sticks. You see, that'd just be dinner.
Yeah.
That's my dinner
now,
done.
did you notice what I did? I took the fat off first, because you're not going to be able to slice through it with the fat.
No, of course not.
So take it off, top tip, and then one thing I just want to show you, look at the colour of that.
It's just sensational.
That is what you're after.
And that was 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
At 200 degrees?
At 200 degrees,
200.
which is the highest.
And the thing is, you set it and you forget it. You put it, literally, Jack took it out of the packet, put it in, turned the machine on, and I was sitting at the other side of the studio while we were waiting to get going, and I sat there the entire duration that he was cooking. That's all he did. It's that easy. But the thing is that because what this does is it's the superheated dry air sears the outside, it seals the outside, it locks in the juices. Never will you ever, I don't think, find a way of cooking and retaining so much juice and moisture in your meats. Chicken breast is as moist as dark meat. This is just oozing flavour, and that's one of the things I love about it. You no more dry, chewy food.
Yeah, and you know, in this show, and please do stay.
Oh, I don't have a plate.
Yeah, you can.
I'll have that bit. Yeah.
Go on.
It's down there.
Hold on, do you want some? I've got some.
No, I'm good. Just as
now,
but I would love a fork if you don't mind.
God, you don't want much from me, do you?
I don't ask much.
Do you want a bib as well?
Sure. No, I've got one.
Oh, you got your apron on.
Yeah, I got my apron.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, it's crackling.
Look at that. And by the way, you know, when I was
it's
at
so
college,
good.
we used to cook this. We used to brine it. We used to pour boiling water over it. I did nothing with this. I literally cooked it for about 50 minutes, 200 degrees, and that hot air is just circulated around.
I've only ever tried one roast joint in my regular oven, and I totally messed it up, and I've never done it since. I even bought a special roasting tin just for that.
Oh, really?
It cost me about 30 quid.
Do you know what it's missing?
Go on.
Salt.
Is that it?
Bit of salt
Bit of salt on the top.
Yeah.
See, this is easy. Jack is a chef.
Yeah.
And also, chef is a Jack. I don't know, but I promise you that although you're going to see some amazing recipes today, there's not an awful lot of chefiness about it. This is stuff every untrained cook in the country can do. It's simple, it's easy, it's quick. If you struggle with routine to keep your weight down, as I do, because I just don't have time when I finish work at the crazy hours I work to prepare food and cook it. It's minimal preparation for maximum results in a fraction of the time of a regular oven. It's just so good. Yeah. What's next? Oh, sorry, he's got his mouth full. I'll just tell you,
Unbelievable.
Now, this is only $115.99, down from $179.99 from the great name of Tower, this wonderful vortex of hot air. It does have a 3-year extended guarantee. Make sure you register that at Tower's website because they have to know when it starts. So you just register it at the Tower website when you get it at home, and you'll have a 3-year guarantee. If anything goes wrong with it in 3 years, they'll sort it out for you. Simple.
Yeah, I mean, look, this has also got pre-automatic function, so this is the closest thing to having your own personal chef in the kitchen. I always think the hardest thing about cooking is knowing your times and temperatures. So what I've done, I've selected the left side, okay, and as I scroll through, you've got these preset programs. So you've got steaks,
chicken,
you've got
fish,
chicken, fish,
prawns.
we're going to tray bakes later, prawns and seafood, chips, but also just potato wedges and roast potatoes in general. Pizza, we're going to do calzone later.
Baking.
You've also got baking, and you've got your dehydration function, which we showed off earlier to you.
By the way, the top of it you can use as a plate warmer as well. It doesn't get hot, but it's hot enough to warm your plates.
You absolutely can. So look, we've got our chicken in there. That's going to run at 200 degrees. Press play. Again, you can also override that and cook a lower temperature or a higher duration point or a lower duration point.
We'll show you some of the manual functions.
It's how you do that, yeah. Don't forget as well, you can sync this up and dual cook and also sync it to finish at the same time. So if
let's explain that a bit without glossing over it too much. So, 2 baskets. Maybe you're cooking 2 things that are the same thing, or that you're cooking at the same temperature for the same amount of time. So the match cook will cook, it'll basically, you set one side and it does it for the whole oven. But if you're cooking, let's say, veggies and meat, and the meat takes 50 minutes and the veggies take 15 minutes, you put everything in at the start, get everything ready, and then you do sync cook, and you set your times and temperatures, and the oven will put the food that's going to take less time to cook on hold until such time as the food that's going to take longer to cook reaches the point where it needs to start the other drawer up, and then they all finish cooking at the same time.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing is timing your food. So when you press that sync finish, again, it will hold one basket and then you'll simultaneously have your food finished at the same time. I mean, it is brilliant, isn't it? It's a game changer.
Oh, I could eat a whole box of them. I really could. Joy, if you just joined us, thanks very much for joining us here on Shopping TV. My name is Charlie. Yes, it's all about the dual basket air fryer. To get an air fryer of that quality for £114.99, it's brilliant. Whether you want to help yourself to eat that little bit healthier, a teaspoon of oil for a load of chips, for example, that's brilliant. Or maybe looking forward to saving energy. It can use up to something like 70% less energy than a conventional oven. By the time your oven heated up, you could have cooked something in here. Well, maybe you're not the most confident of cooks. You've got those 18 programmable features there. So, I don't know, if you don't know how long or what temperature for chips, you just set it. It knows it. It does it for you. If you don't know how long to cook or how to set it to cook a great steak, well, you've got the setting for that one too. So it takes the guesswork out of cooking. For that price is absolutely brilliant. Right, now we change the details for you. It's all about vacuums. Now, this, my friends, is an extraordinary offer. Before I show you this, when it comes to vacuum cleaners, when it comes to cordless vacuums with cyclonic suction technology, you could spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I've got to say, it comes to the point where, and we know, I'm sure we can resonate with this, you do pay for the brand quite often, don't you? Honestly, I can't believe the amount of money people spend on vacuums. If 4, 5, 6, maybe £600, it goes up and up and up. It's an extraordinary amount. You don't need to spend that sort of money because this one today is £94.99. Yes, we're back here with the ever so popular, this is the Tower VL80. And a big word for here, pets. If you've got pets, you're going to love this. I'm going to explain it to you why firstly. So yes, completely cordless. It's a rechargeable battery. Yes, it comes with a lithium-ion battery, and it can go continuously for about 40 minutes after a single charge. So, unless you live in a massive stately home, you could do your whole house with this. Right, it's a 3-in-1. What's that? It's an upright, it's a handheld, and you can use it to reach high up areas. It's a motorised anti-tangle floor head. So, if you've got pet hairs and so on, or anyone, humans shedding hair and so on, it can get tangled in that roller. Well, less likely to do that with this because it's an anti-tangle floor head. So no more snipping them off with a pair of scissors. Yes, you've got your lithium-ion rechargeable battery there, detachable handheld flexi pole. I'm going to show you that. For going under sofas, for going under low-down coffee tables and beds and so on, that's brilliant. And yes, it's super lightweight and it's very, very portable indeed. But when it comes to power with cordless vacuums, the big thing I look for when it comes to cordless, I want that rotating centerpiece in the bottom. Let me show you what I mean, actually. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Right, I'm going to turn it on. Have a look at the power that you've got right here. That roller is the first thing I checked when it comes to this vacuum. When it comes to cordless, it's got to be able to do that. That is power. But because of the way it's designed, your hairs from your pets, your daughters and so on, it's not going to get tangled up in that roller. Look, or your sons, exactly. Look, people brushing their hair, bedroom floors. Look, when it comes to emptying vacuums, no one wants the job of getting your vacuum out, pulling out the roller, pulling off the hair. It's not a nice job. Maybe that rings a bell. The tangle brush bar, we don't want that at all, do we? Well, this is anti-tangle for all floors, okay? For your carpets, your deep pile carpets, your low pile, your rugs. It's going to be your tiles, your hardwood floors. This does all of them. It's fantastic. But, okay, for the price on your screen, to get the Tower VL80, it's so impressive. To get a vacuum with cyclonic technology for £94.99, I'm blown away. And you haven't got to pay that all at once. You can spread the cost interest-free using PayPal. So it's £33.98 today. So, yeah, it's a flexible pole. So you don't lose suction. It can go right under that low sofa. Maybe you're elderly. Maybe you live on your own. Maybe you struggle to move furniture around, but you want to have a good bit of a spring and clean. You want to get that dust right from behind the bed where it can go underneath. It's brilliant. Now, if you're going to spend time vacuuming, you want to make sure you get fine particles. Now, when it comes to HEPA filtration, they do vary. This is excellent HEPA filtration, okay? It's HEPA 13. What that means is to you and I, it can get very, very fine particles. So this is brilliant to help with allergy sufferers. It's fantastic. It can go down to dust particles of 0.3 micron. I know, yeah, I'm going geeky mode now, I know I am, but that's very, very, very fine. So if you're going to spend time vacuuming, let's make it worthwhile. Let's help to capture those fine dust particles. Right, okay. Yes, you can get it on PayPal. Whether you choose PayPal or not, you're still going to get that brilliant, brilliant deal. I'm going to show you this in action in a second. But when it comes to usual prices, this is so impressive. Now, Tower themselves and Very.com, they do match our usual price, £139.99, or Very, sorry, a bit less. Very's £139 on the nose. Comet is £124.99. Good on them. Fair play. That's brilliant. But the shop on TV price today, this morning, £94.99. If you got pets, this is an absolute must. If you haven't got pets, then still, this is the one to go for. I had a look at this earlier on today. This got dirt up that I didn't even know existed. So once again, fully rechargeable, no cords. So maybe you don't want to do vacuuming because you're bending up and down, plug sockets, put it in, then you have to find your other one, then you have to bend down, put it back in, pull it back out, and you go halfway up the stairs and it's snagging. You haven't got that worry with this. You've got complete freedom. But this is what happens. Right, so you're going to get the Tower VL80. It comes with all these attachments you're about to see. It's your handheld. Maybe to stop dusting, I'd rather vacuum, get it up completely, suck it up rather than waft it around with cloths. So this is what people love. Now, when you say the word suction, great, you want it to be good, of course you do, who wouldn't? This is cyclonic suction. You know, when it comes to the word cyclonic, you know you got something modern. You know, you associate that with quality vacuums, don't you? That's exactly what you've got here. So you're upright for all around the home. You get that attachment there too, by the way. So that's also got a roller that spins around. So for your seats, for your sofa cushions, that's excellent, and it can be easier to empty it. You press a button, it empties out. That's a HEPA filter 12, sorry, that you get there. It's a brilliant HEPA filter. That's, and get this, I've done my research, HEPA filter, high efficiency particulate air. Oh! Ooh. What it means is to you and I, it helps to capture the finer dust particles to help against allergies and so on. So if you're an allergy sufferer, this is really worth thinking about. But why I love this, easy to control. Yes, it's fully charged. Battery goes underneath the actual handle right there. And it comes with a fancy bracket. So if you're storing it on a wall under your stairs or wherever, you can hook it up. Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Right, on and off, just like so. And you can feel that power. It is brilliant. And when it actually goes, when you actually turn it on, you can see you've got a light. So you've got visibility there. So if you've got dust particles, if you've got dirt under the sofa, you want to make sure you get it all. That's going to be absolutely ideal. In fact, let me go back over here. When it comes to vacuuming, this could be your hardwood floors, this could be your tiles, this could be your rugs. Look at that light. It's really, really going to help. Now, let's say you've got a really dirty area. You can press turbo and then it goes up even more. So that's on normal. Listen to the sound. That, my friends, is power. I'm blown away with this. Okay, let's go under the table. It's going to be underneath that armchair, underneath that sofa. Press the button. Hello, that's what people want. We know the brands that have this feature. This is another big reason why this is a massive seller with us here on Shop on TV. We love it. And you know what? If the doorbell goes or the phone rings, you know, look, just on its own. Stands up. How brilliant is this? It's just so beautifully balanced. Right, when you want to empty it, I'm going to get a bin. Bear with. Oh, in fact, I'll put it on the carpet. I'll vacuum it up in a second. When over the bin, you just press the button there, and you just simply empty. I'll put it down there. There you go. Just empty. I'll do it again for you. And honestly, this carpet is clean. It still manages to get that. I mean, it looks clean, but it still manages to get dirt. Maybe dirt that you can't actually already see. Don't forget, this is going to be your handheld too. You're going to get the crevice tool. In fact, let's go over here. Let me show you the attachments you get with it. So it comes with your crevice. And look at the size of it. Look at the length of this, actually. That's going to get right down between those car seats. Now, you know what? I live in a house where I have to park on the street, but I don't want to have a corded vacuum. Pedestrians can trip over it. Yeah, it's cordless. So you can take this straight to your car. Get right down in between those seats. I also swear by having crevice tools that have brushes on the end. Why? Skirting boards. You know, if you've got painted surfaces, you don't want to scuff it. So that's really going to help to protect it. And because you've got a very lightweight vacuum here, you can reach high up areas, going over curtains, going over the top of the door frames with the dust and so on. Right, it keeps going. You've also got this. Now, this is brilliant for sofas. In fact, can I attach this? I want to show you this in action. This is absolutely brilliant. Right, here we go. Now, you know on the main bit here, the brush rotates. It even rotates on this. Do you like that click? Did you hear that then? It's that click of confidence. This is tower, don't forget. Right, if I turn it on, you can see there, the brush rotates. So you're not just relying on that cyclonic suction technology, it's going to rotate. So if you have a look right there, are you ready? Oh yeah, that's on turbo. When you want to knock it down turbo and regular, you just press that. Regular, turbo when you need it. On-off button, nice and easily indeed. But that brush, my friends, if you've got, I don't know, your dog, your cat that likes to sit on their favourite spot on your sofa, have a look round, is it getting a bit messy, dog beds and so on, that's going to help pick up all of those dog hairs. Go over your car seats. You know, maybe you've been doing a few trips to the tip, you've got bits of dirt in the boot of your car. Give it a quick once over with this. And, you know, when it comes to cleaning out your car, how much do you spend on getting it valeted and so on? You know, it can be expensive, especially if you want to get it done inside too. So that's what you're going to be getting. Yes, you're going to get a battery. Yes, you obviously get the charger and everything. You're going to get the crevice tool, the one with the brush on it too. The other attachment here, which is going to be great for all those pet hairs, and you get the bracket so you can store this on the wall. But for the price, for the power, to get a turbo feature, one that's designed for pets, similar vacuums you could pay hundreds of pounds for. Don't pay for names when you don't need to, okay? Yes, you're getting a name, but it's a sensible price at the usual price. but now it gets a ridiculously good price at £94.99. I'm so impressed. Gone are the days that you have to cut off hair from that roller, because this is an anti-clog technology. This is an anti-tangle motorised floor head. Try saying that at this time in the morning, I know. Right, there we go. Saving good money, £94.99. We have been busy for this. You're upright, you're handheld, for the car, for the stairs. If you struggle to lug big heavy vacuums up and down the stairs, this is lightweight and it's cordless. You haven't got that problem of finding the plugs everywhere. Right, 3 payments of £33.98. It's the one today and that's it. When it comes to PayPal Pay in 3, we even take your postage and divide it across 3 instalments to help with that too. Right, so that is all about the Tower VL80. Love this. Absolutely love this. Right, now, what we start at the top of the show with are these pans. Now, it did go. We did sell out of these, but for whatever reason, some bounced back. Maybe didn't check out in time. This is impressive. I'm not going to lie to you. The next 10 people to check out, there's going to be people who miss out on these. When we sold it out, earlier on this morning, we had about 5 times the amount of people trying to buy it in stock available. People are going to miss out. It's £149.99 for your usual price, but now you're saving, £65. It's £84.99. Why do we love this? Well, non-stick are the words. Now, you're thinking, oh, I've tried non-stick. They never really seem to deliver what they promise. And they don't. But these ones do, because it's not just your everyday non-stick. This is what they call black diamond non-stick coating. It's actually 7 times stronger than your other non-stick coatings. Try it. They look the part too, but absolutely try it. So you've got your non-stick coating. It's also got a bonded steel base. So it ensures you're going to get a consistent temperature across the base of the pan. So even cooking is what we're talking about here. And when it comes to storage, you take off the handles and they stack neatly on top of each other. So for non-stick coating, for storage, these are an absolute must. Now, when it comes to healthy cooking, for me, the less oil that I use, the happier I feel about it. Well, it might be the case that you don't need any oil for some recipes with this, because the coating is still so good. We've tried, our Paul, who demonstrated this for us, tried to burn cheese. Can't do it. Well, you can burn it, but you can't get it to stick. Scrambled egg. Oh, honestly, do you know what? I love a scrambled egg in the morning. What's your favourite recipe? Email us in, let us know. And if you're one of the many individuals who's bought this, do get in touch. You're going to get, in fact, let me remind you what you're going to be getting. Normally, £149.99. In fact, our usual price is very competitive. We looked on various different websites. For example, Amazon is £157.95. Our usual price, therefore, is brilliant, but you're not paying that. We're live here on ITV1, on STV. A lot of these have gone. We get through a lot of stock. That's how we can get the prices low. It's a volume thing. But for £84.99, generally, folks, this is, or could be, the only pan set you'll need to buy. So what you're getting home, you're going to get the 2 saucepans, the 2 frying pans. You're going to get this one at the end, which is what they call a multi-pan. So it's like a very deep frying pan. I think that's going to be great for baking. You know, why not? You're going to get the wok. You're going to get your 3 lids, and the larger lid fits on the larger frying pan, the wok, and the multi-pan. So, you know, you can cross it over, and you get your 2 detachable handles. Now, with the handles, you get a 10-year guarantee. On the pans, you get a 5-year guarantee. Just register them online. So, again, peace of mind. This is quality, quality, quality. You'd expect nothing less from Tower. You also get 2 silicone lids for the 2 saucepans, and that's when it comes to storing your food in the fridge. Save on Tupperware, save on cling film, that kind of thing. But these will all work on different hobs. So your halogen, your gas hobs, your electric, all the hobs, it works on all of them. Peace of mind again right there. That's a big box ticked for lots of you, I know. These will work. Right. We've got 7 left. We haven't got many at all. We need to move on. These are going to go, if you want to get your pans, the 13-piece set, and I'm getting overexcited. It's too late or too early in the morning, depending which way you think about it, to be this excited. But I know a bargain when I see one. I know quality when I see one. I love being in the kitchen. I've spent far more money than that on pans, and I wish I didn't because I prefer these. The non-stick coating, the proof's in the pudding, we've seen it demonstrated. The non-stick coating is far superior than any coating that I've seen or owned myself. I love it. Right, on PayPal, have it on interest-free instalments. 3 payments of £30.31. So it's one today, and that's it. Right, 530956. You know what? Whether you live in a big house, city centre, apartment, flat, maybe you're going to buy this for a caravan. Regardless of where you're living, storage is always important. This can really reduce down the storage space. So if you've got pans with handles, maybe your cupboard looks a right old mess. You just throw them in. They're all over the shop. But because you can take the handles off, you can stack them all up neatly. Now, you might be buying this, maybe for your son, daughter, maybe going off to uni. Maybe you want to encourage them to eat healthily. Well, I mean, I certainly didn't. I know that's another story for another day. I won't bore you. But anything we can do to help kids get off to college and uni, then that's going to be absolutely ideal. But they do say it can save around 50% space in your cupboards. So would that extra 50%, would that be beneficial for you? And it's just organised, it's just neater. You can see what you've got washed, you can see what you've got to cook with. It's just efficient cooking, it is. Right, again, £84.99. I am blown away by that. So let's show you these prices. I did briefly mention with the Amazon, but let's show you all of them. So towerhousewares.co.uk. If you were to go and buy this now there, you'd spend £169.99. If you were to buy this now on Amazon, you'd be spending £157.95. On onbuy.com, they're good, yeah, £139.95. Our price now, no catches. You haven't got to be a member with us or anything like that. It's not a club price or anything like that. If you've never shopped with us before, go to the website shopontv.co.uk. All you spend is £84.99 or £30.31. Your first payment of 3 using PayPal, whichever payment method you prefer. I'm really, really impressed, but you must check out quickly. They are about to go, folks. Okay, so. Right, we got the pans, that VL80, the tower vacuum, that is busy. To get a cyclonic vacuum cordless one for less than £100, I can't go over that. It's brilliant. Right, now when it comes to cooking, prep work, it can be boring, it can be tiring, and you know what, your hands can start aching. If you're using, blunt knives, it can be tedious. And especially if you're cutting, I don't know, salad, if it's going to be tomatoes for salads and so on, cucumber, you don't want it squashed. If you're slicing bread, you don't want to squash it, you want to cut it. I think presentation is important when it comes to preparing food, but as is ease of use. Now, the number one reason I love this, look at the side of this knife. Normally, in my old knives, that would stick to it. It just falls away because it doesn't stick to the side. So look at this tomato, for example. Look at that. That, my friends, is why it just falls away. And that's brilliant, especially if you're chopping up bits of garlic. It just stacks up on the side of a knife. You have to swipe it away. Your hands start smelling, doesn't it? Especially when you're cooking onions and so on. That is brilliant technology. I love sushi actually too. Try cutting sushi with that. It's brilliant. If it's just a flat edge to the blade, things stick to it. Because it's not completely flat, things can't cling, it just falls away. So if you're slicing carrots, if you're slicing cucumbers, it's going to be much, much quicker. Right, £39.99. You're going to get all of these knives. This is all one bundle. Of course, you must be 18 years or older to buy these. You're going to get your vegetable knife, your fillet knife, your ham knife, well, just meat, basically. You're going to get your chef's knife, your universal knife. Universal one, really, because you've got a serrated edge. I would say, obviously, for breads, that's going to be brilliant. You know the deal there. Cutting fresh loaves of bread. Oh, do you know what? A Saturday morning, cutting a lovely fresh loaf from the bakery. Ooh, love it. Absolutely love it. Right, less time prepping, more time cooking, more time doing anything, quite frankly. Sounds good to me. So 306587. Right, £39.99 is a bargain. Stainless steel, these are really for hand washing. You want to look after these ones. This is a professional knife set. And you haven't got to be chefy with this. Maybe your New Year's resolutions, maybe you really want to start doing more cooking. I'm reading loads at the moment. I'm actually well into my history of food, actually. I read loads of books at the moment. I listen to loads of podcasts. And there's lots of awareness now, isn't there, on ultra-processed foods. And it's scaring me, quite frankly, actually. I'm fascinated by the history of food and the way we kind of eating now. And I really am doing more cooking. I really am. It's a good feeling to know exactly what you're putting in your food, whether it's for you, your other half, your kids. Let's get cooking now. Let's make the prep work easy. And if you are cooking for a big family, by the time you're cooking all those carrots, all those parsnips, your hands can ache, can't they, if you're using blunt old knives. Get a fresh set for you, fresh start, and a professional set. And they're very ergonomic, they're beautifully balanced too. Right, so 306-587 is your item number there. That's for all of the knives. Now, there's something, yeah, you got PayPal 2 on these, by the way. You can still have PayPal Pay in 3 with the knives. Yeah, 3 payments of £15.31. Joy, if you just flicked on, we're on ITV1 STV. We've just gone 2 a.m. on this Thursday morning. Any questions, I'll do my best to answer for you. Send us an email. My name is Charlie. It's studio@shopandtv.co.uk. Right, now, another big deal we've got for you today is this air fryer. Right, I mean, Tower, they've been around for over 100 years. They know what they're doing. Not many companies can say that. Normally, £179.99, but now you can get a dual drawer air fryer. It's 5.2 litres and 5.2 litres. They're big drawers for £114.99. I paid considerably more than the usual price for my air fryer. And it's good, don't get me wrong. I prefer this one because it does everything that one does and more. For example, it gives you a reminder of when to shake your food because you didn't do that. That's brilliant. Mine doesn't have that and I paid way more. Now, we've talked about the usual price. That's really good. And let's explain that to you. The usual price is fantastic. Right. Argos, £150. Amazon, 125. So look, I'm not gonna lie, these are good. All right, they're market-beating prices compared to some. A&O.com, 125. But look at what we have got it on for now. £114.99. When we can save money, do it. Absolutely do it. If you don't want to pay for that all in one go, once again, you can choose PayPal Pay in 3. So 3 payments of £40.31. When it comes to healthy eating, air fryers are a must. When it comes to saving energy compared to conventional ovens, air fryers are a must. There are 2 massive reasons people love this. I know our Jack and Rob love these air fryers. Let's see what they've got cooking when it comes to this tower. Great piece of kit. Check it out.
Are we thinking camembert? Are we thinking calzone? What would you like?
Calzone.
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 Okay, let's do it.
I was going to say both. We will do both. By the way, non-stick basket, so easy to wash. Although, if you want to make it easier, we do have some of the air fryer foam spray, which you can spray into the basket. It sort of eats away all the fat and oil, and then you just wipe it away. But otherwise, incredibly easy to clean. I don't even think, because you can buy air fryer basket liners, which are silicone. You could use those if you wanted, but to be honest, I don't think you'd need them. This is so easy to clean. All right, so here you've got your... Did you just buy this off the shelf, this pastry?
This is just shop-bought frozen pita dough. Okay. I like to put a little bit of red onion. This is chorizo. Let's load it up with the chorizo. Loads of cheese as well. Okay. A little bit of passata sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's put a little bit more cheese.
More cheese.
Yeah. You like your cheese?
Oh, yeah, yeah. What's better than cheese? More cheese.
Yep. And then a little bit of herbs and seasoning over the top.
Lovely.
And then all we have to do is basically fold this in half. And again, one thing you'll notice is if you were to cook a pizza at home, you'd have your oven preheated.
And that can take 15-20 minutes and a lot of electricity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. One thing I'm going to do, thank you for finishing that off. I'm going to bring the basket over.
We've got to get our burgers out as well.
So there's your calzone.
And that's it. That's all you got to do.
That's all we've got to do. Okay. So just to make sure there is no heat in here at the moment. Okay. And there's no heat. I'm going to just do this for demonstrational purposes. It's pretty cold. Okay. It's not preheated. How long is this going to cook?
No idea. 20 minutes.
20, 25 minutes. Is that including preheat up time as well?
But there is no pre-up time, is there?
No, it's instant radiant heat.
Yeah.
So
How close was I?
you are pretty close. Yeah.
That's only because I know my air fryers, you see.
Let's go down. Okay, so we're on the pizza function.
Yeah.
I think we're going to whack it right up. Remember, these are just
Oh, so all you
guidelines.
do is, if you want to go more, you just push the button and then you've got manual
Yeah,
adjustment.
absolutely. I think we're going to go 9 minutes.
So first press is temperature, second press is time,
Yeah.
third press is set.
Correct.
Easy.
It is. I mean, you've got the rotary dial, and it counts down in seconds as well, so you can actually know when your food is going to be finished.
But you see how these are different
really
times
smart
as well.
technology.
So the calzone is what is cooking in one side, and in the other side is
Yeah.
whatever's in there. I forget what's in there.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, you know, at this stage, if I wanted them finishing at the same time, I've got the option to press the sync function.
Yeah.
So then they both finish, one we put on hold.
Should we put some burgers in buns?
Shall we?
Yeah. Are they
Yeah.
ready, your burgers?
Of course they are.
May I
Yeah.
see? We've only got the 3 buns on this particular show. What? Did we run out of buns?
No. I thought
Oh.
what I would do is double up
He's going to do a double.
on the vegan, baby.
Oh, we're doing a double vegan.
Yeah.
And there was me doubting Jack for a second.
No, how could you? Yeah.
Look at
Mushroom
that.
over the
A
top.
vegan burger. Are they made with real vegan?
I presume so.
Just a little joke there.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce, yes. I love some of the vegan foods. The recipes are amazing, actually, I have to say.
Oh, okay. So, lid on. And then
Lid on.
Lid on. And then we've got our beautiful.
And these are cheeseburgers. You've actually put the cheese on already.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
He's doubling up with those as well. Whoa.
Okay, this time we didn't burn the cheese as much, but yeah, beautiful.
Love it.
Gnarly. Should we cut through one?
Sure.
Should we do it?
Let's cut through a meat one.
A meat one.
A meat one. Is that right?
Well,
cut through
we should
two.
cut through
One of
we should
each.
do the vegan first.
Do the vegan first, yeah.
Just in case there's somebody who wants. Yeah.
Absolutely. We are here to serve all tastes and all needs.
Oh. And I'm just thinking, you know, what happens
We are an
when
equal opportunities burger cutter.
over the.
And by the way, we do. If you're interested, if you go to shopontv.co.uk, we do have a vegan air fryer cookbook available. We'll show you the details in a minute. Oh, the tower! No, they've fallen.
This is why you need
The tower has fallen. Here it is, vegan air frying, $18.99 if you wish to get one of those. There are also cookbooks for keto air frying and vegetarian, all different kinds. Just do a little search. There are 300,000 books on our website, shopontv.co.uk. So just search for air fryer or air fryer book. There it is.
There it is.
Cooked to perfection.
Yeah. And what happens when the rain pours down in the summer and you're planning that barbecue?
Air
Get your air
fryer.
fryer out. It's been a game changer. This last summer gone, I was using my air fryer all the time. You
To
know,
be
planning
honest,
that barbecue.
once you buy an air fryer, you'll probably never go back to using a regular oven. If you're a small family or a single person or a couple. But I tell you what, now with the Christmas season coming round, if you're entertaining this year and your oven's not going to be big enough, have one of these on standby. You can do so much, and you can not just double up, essentially triple up, because you've got 3 different places or areas to cook in then with one of these. 2 in here,
Absolutely.
and then your main oven. Camembert.
One of the best melting cheeses for sure. I tell you what's really great in here as well.
What's that?
The best grilling cheese.
Halloumi.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Do you know when I came back from
best.
America, I'd never heard of halloumi, and I worked
really?
on that. I don't know if I mentioned I lived in America.
You did.
And it was not with you. It was
Just
with a
one or two
different
times.
chef, and I thought that halloumi was fish. Yeah.
What did the
look-
cheese say to himself in the mirror?
Don't know.
Hello, me. Sometimes I have to entertain myself.
You've stooped to a level even I wouldn't go to. That's saying something.
Kids love this. Anyway, don't give me yeah.
Jack's also got a sort of a sideline in cracker jokes. Oh, little honey, Ranny honey.
I've been preparing that joke all night and it didn't go down very well. Okay, should we?
Yes.
Yeah, happy?
Hey, kid, stick to the cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, so you can use external dishes, ramekins and
you
pots
absolutely
and
can.
anything that's oven safe.
And I'm just thinking, at the same time...
Oh, even these containers could go in there, couldn't they?
Do you know what, you could put them in there. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but
you don't need to.
Let's do it at the same time as the camembert.
If you're doing, let's say, scrambled eggs. If you wanted to do a scrambled or an omelette or something like that, you could put them in there.
Omelette you couldn't do.
No, why?
It really needs to be done in a pan.
I've done it again. Every show I manage to find the one thing you can't blooming do in an air fryer.
Omelettes you have to really...
All right, all right, mister, a fancy omelette, the one that rises, the...
Souffle?
No, with the egg and the...
That's an omelette.
No.
You mean a poached... Yeah, frittata.
Frittata.
Never tried it. Probably.
I'm going to say, I'm being the expert that I am, I'm going to say it would work.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you can experiment.
You know what? You can do whatever you want when you get home.
That's true. That is true. You do you, boo.
You exactly that. You do you.
I do genuinely with my air fryer. But do you know what? Also, so many people have got air fryers now. If you go to YouTube or if you go online, there are so many people that have got recipes. There are so many resources. I've never needed an air fryer cookbook, although we have one that's amazing if you want to buy it, maybe for those that are not big online users. But like I bought a pack of Richmond sausages and I'm like, oh, I've got an air fryer now. How long do I cook? You know, so you look up large sausages air fryer UK, and it tells you the temperature and the cooking time.
Yeah.
And that's it, in they go, don't even have to turn them. But now, have a look, you've got all these presets as well, ladies and gentlemen. You've got steak, fish, fries, bake, drumsticks, prawns, pizza and dehydrate, plus the food or the plate warmer on top, 8 presets, meal time classics, and all available at the touch of a button. Now, you can, if you want to, adjust the manual time on those and indeed the temperature. You don't have to, but you can if you wish. And the great thing about air frying, unlike oven cooking, is if something comes out and it's not quite brown enough, you put it back in the air fryer, couple more minutes, and it might just get it to right where you need it. 8 in 1, or 8 different cooking functions. The dual basket technology. You've got the smart sync function, which if you're cooking in each basket something different at different times and temperatures, it will sync them so they finish cooking at the same time. You've got the vortex technology. This superheated dry air is going to mean that you only have to put a little bit of a spritz or a spray in terms of oil or fat, and that's purely really for browning. It's nothing to do with the cooking. You actually don't need any fat at all if you don't want to, but it's going to reduce the fat intake by 99%, or as much as if you wish. This technology, this revolutionary, it's like 2 tornadoes of hot air. You know what's hotter than regular hot air? Fast-moving hot air. And that's why these cook so quickly and so accurately and so evenly. And the food is seared and sealed on the outside, locks in all of the juices on the inside, and you have this wonderful succulent food. Even the stuff that's normally dry comes out moist. For example...
Well, this is my famous JFC.
Yeah, Jack's Fried Chicken.
Absolutely. And this is a great example when you're going to be cooking from home, from scratch, and it's one of these ones that is like
flour.
It's great for the adults.
Yeah.
So this is called paneing. So through the flour, through the egg wash.
And the kids could do this actually.
And then pick your favourite crisp. So this is those Doritos, or the brands are available.
I like crunchy nut cornflakes as well.
You can do those.
Yeah, those are really
absolutely
good.
can do those. If
Pringles,
you're vegan, vegetarian, you could use tofu instead of egg wash. You can use like an oat milk or something like that.
Oh, right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So once you've got it,
we've got our goujons, or our chicken tenders. If you're down under, it's tenders. If you're going to New Zealand, it's tenders.
Yeah.
If you're going to Australia, you're going to meet the deckhands on your ship, and if you're going to New Zealand, you're going to meet your Anyway,
I'm just going to put it in. I was going to keep humour you, yeah.
What's next?
Well, look, I need to put it in. Okay,
Yeah,
so I need to preset it.
Yes, please do.
The other question I also get, Rob, is do I have to be cooking in both baskets? Can I just cook in
do you
one
have
of the
to cook
baskets?
in both baskets, or can you just cook in
You can just cook in the one. So if you don't want to cook in both, just cook in the one basket.
Yeah.
Close them
They're
both
two
up.
independent ovens or two synced ovens if you need them.
Yeah. So look, select your right basket, select menu, scroll through to the chicken function there, and then select your temperature and your time. So let's go down to about, I reckon, 10 minutes.
10 minutes of those will be max. Yeah.
200 degrees. Let's whack it right up.
I do everything. Most
Press
things at
play.
180. Actually, I do most things at 200.
Yeah.
200 gets you a good sear. Like if I'm doing steak or what have you. Sometimes I'll do 180, but I actually found 180 cooks nice and evenly.
It does.
But you don't get the same caramelisation. I pretty much do
You're
everything on
sounding
200.
like a chef.
Oh, I learned from the best. I
Caramelisation.
learned from the best, baby.
Well,
I like my
more
steak
chefy.
to have a good bark on it.
Yeah.
We've got 1 minute. Okay, what are we going to set before we go into the break?
Well, that's a great question. Oh, I think the calzone is done.
Oh, quick! Show us the
Is it done?
calzone.
Did you hear it beeping? I heard
Yes.
it beeping. It's cooked. Let's take this out.
Quick, cut into the calzone.
Calzone.
Here we go, here it comes. Now, I mean, this was so easy to do. It took seconds. If you love pizza, and you could do it with small pizzas, mini pizzas as well, quiches if you so desired. Oh, Jack, I've got to hurry here because we've got 30 seconds till we hit the break.
So, well, look, first of all, really crispy dough. Let's cut through it. Here we go.
And here comes the spread. Oh, mamma mia!
10 minutes, or was it 8 minutes? I can't remember.
oh, I
8,
don't know.
10
And
minutes, whatever, including the preheat time, guys.
Including the prep was about 5 minutes. Buy the pastry ready-made. Throw some... Oh, stop it. Sheer food pornography.
Yeah, I'm going to feed you now.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
Yeah.
Come to mama.
You sure want some?
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am hungry. You know, I just don't use my oven anymore. I use my air fryer. There's no need to use my oven. This is brilliant value for money. £114.99 for a dual basket air fryer. For that wattage, for that size, it's really good. You've got the features, you've got those 8 programmable cooking modes. Do you know what? You've got the sync function, so all the different foods you're cooking are going to be finishing at the same time. It's what you need from an air fryer. It's fantastic. Use less oil. It's brilliant. Use that circulated air technology to cook your food. And you know what, even just something like a teaspoon of oil is all you need when it comes to cooking chips and fries. They're absolutely brilliant. Right, anyway, that's air fryers flying out. I mean, a price like that is going to be. Okay, talking about big deals. We're spoiled for choice tonight. Thank you so much to the team for putting this show together because, seriously, these deals are fantastic. Now, when it comes to good, powerful cordless vacuums with cyclonic suction technology, that's one people want. You'd be paying hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You don't need to look at this price. Now, stock-wise, when I say busy, oh my word. Right, 70% of the stock's gone. You need to be quick. If it keeps going like this, it could sell out soon. If you want to go for the Tower VL80, this is what you can get it for. Now, normally on these websites, towerhousewares.co.uk, £139.99, Ferry.com, £139, Comet, £124.99. Right, for £139.99 usual price, not far off, all right. But look, our price is excellent. To get a vacuum, a cordless lithium-ion battery, by the way, to get a cordless vacuum for £94.99 is just brilliant. Right, 3 payments of £33.98. So I've got to say, if you haven't used a cordless vacuum before, as soon as you start using it, you think, the freedom. You just keep going. 40 minutes of run time after a single charge, and you can hear that power. If that's not powerful enough, if you've got, quite a bit of heavy soiled areas, if you've got, I don't know, that dog hair on the carpet, you might want to press turbo. Listen to this. It takes up the ante. You've got that extra power as and when you need it. And you know what? I love gadgets. Look at the lights. You've got headlights on this. I love it. But you know what? I tell you, some people like it. You know, sometimes with cordless vacuums, there's one which got that fancy arm that bends. You know the brand begins with S? Oh yeah, it's got that too. You've got that on this. I can't think of any features that that's not on here for a price point of £94.99. That, my friends, is absolutely excellent. No wonder this is busy when the doorbell goes, when the phone rings. Look, you haven't got to hook up. It just supports itself. It's so beautifully balanced, but it's got power. Okay, so what do you get with this? It's your upright. It's also your handheld. In fact, do you know what? We can show you this, by the way. This is brilliant. So for the price on your screen, for a vacuum with these features, it is brilliant. Right, now look at that anti-tangle technology. And it is relevant to both attachments, by the way. You know, with the rollers, no longer do you have to get your scissors out and cut off the hair. It prevents it from sticking. So that's a big, boring job you're no longer going to have to do. It's going to help towards that. Right. Under the sofa, under the bed, that, my friends, is brilliant. Maybe you're elderly, maybe you live on your own, maybe you don't want to move the furniture around, maybe you can't. That's going to be absolutely brilliant. Right, £33.98 today. Right, do you know what? We got people watching from all over the place. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's 460-569. That's 460-569. I can't believe the price there. I'm actually taken aback from this. Now, it's a HEPA filter. It's a good HEPA filter, this. It can capture and help to capture the finest dust particles. So this is great for allergy sufferers. Do you know what? Very warm welcome wherever you're watching from. A big shout out to our friend Poppy. Poppy, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Do you know what? You're on an ambulance shift tonight, I hear. You just tuned in. Do you know what? Honestly, Poppy, thank you very much. Hope you're well, mate. Good to hear from you. Honestly, it's like a little reunion tonight. Do you know what? Kieran and Martha say love you, Poppy. Thank you very much. And Sam, of course, too. Do you know what? Wherever you're watching from, email in. If you've got this vacuum, then email us in. Why would you recommend this to someone else? Right, so it's your upright, it's your handheld. Let me show you this. You press the button there. It's so well built. It's brilliant. You've got your crevice tool right in between the car seats. When was the last time you did the back of your sofa cushions? That's going to be sorted there. And then you've got, right, this is my favourite attachment. This, my friends, is absolutely brilliant for pet hairs. Right, going up and down the sofas, up and down the stairs. It's late. You know what? Press that. Imagine doing your stairs. As you walk down the stairs, you just walk down. How much easier is that? The back of your sofas. Now, if you're like me and you park on the street, you know, if I want to do my car, clean my car out, I don't want a cable across the pavement. I worry about people tripping on it and suing me and all sorts of things. But basically, this is just completely cordless, hands-free, and you can just, or cord-free, and you can just go all over all the back seats of the car. If you've been taking bits of rubbish to the tip, you've got bits of debris and all sorts in the boot, you can just give it a quick once-over with that. And even on this handheld attachment here, the bit you slot in, have a look at this roller. Even that spins round. Sometimes with attachments for upholstery and things, you don't get rollers. But this one you do, and it's motorised. This is worth every single penny. I see lots of vacuums. I already have been shopping telly for, well, over a decade now. I've seen so many vacuums. This is absolutely brilliant. All you've got to do to take the attachment off, you press that button, put that down there, and there we have got your upright. This is a powerful piece of kit. Right, 3/4 of the stock's gone. 3/4. If it keeps on going like this, it's going to sell out. Now, I know people, and you know, my shopping around, because I'm a bit of a geek, I get a bit obsessed over value. I have to make sure I've got the best deal, so I do lots of research. You can spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on cordless vacuums. And have you noticed, various different brands, when they put the word pets in there, have you noticed they're a little bit more money? It elevates that price. But look, it's under £100. It's £94.99 to get a vacuum. And I'm going to say that word, cyclonic technology. There you go. People, look, it's even people not too sure what that means, you know, but you know you want it. You know it's synonymous with big, well-known brands, isn't it? Cyclonic technology. You've got that here, even says it on the box. Right, you've got that power. Now, when it comes to HEPA filtration, this is HEPA 12, and this can help to capture the finest dust particles. So it goes down to something like 0.3 micron. What does that mean to you and I? Well, that's getting a bit geeky, but tiny, tiny tiny dust particles. So this is great for allergy sufferers. It really could well help with in that regard. And there we go. Yeah, removes 99.95% of fine particles from 0.3 microns to help with those allergies. There you go. So if you're going to be spending time vacuuming around the house, get that sorted. That's a big box ticked as well. It's time well spent if you can help with those fine particles. Now, maybe the one on the left there, is that relevant to you? You've got an old vacuum. That is tedious. You know, hair, whether it's human hair, whether it's pet hair, I've never met anyone who enjoys the job of getting that pair of scissors out and cutting off that hair. It's horrible, especially if you've got hair on there and you've got bits of onion from the kitchen floor. Oh, it's horrible. Well, on this one, they thought of everything, Tower. They've really got all the features on here. This is anti-allergy, we talked about that, sorry, anti-tangle motorised floor head. So it's really going to help to prevent the tangling of the hair. That's a big, big thing for me. So what's the 3-in-1? It's your handheld, it's your floor head, and also you can extend up high. So the attachments go on the top. Yes, when was the last time you dusted the top of your like architraving and so on? Yeah, the coving. Maybe would you rather get the ladder out from the shed at the bottom of the garden, get your dusters, or would you rather, in fact, you know what, I'll show you. Would you rather this? You don't need any tools or anything like that. The head just comes off. You get your crevice tool. That, my friend, is how you can get all the way high. In fact, I don't think the cameras will go far back enough, actually. You can see that goes all the way up, right to the top. So, and it's light. Look, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not strong. One day. But that, honestly, I'm perfectly comfortable. After hours, you might feel it. But you know what? It's not going to take hours. I can go all the way on the top. In fact, I'll turn it on. If you've got a lot of dust up there, press the button next to the on and off button and listen to that turbo. It takes it up the ante. So when you're on that extra power, oh my word, you have totally got that. But I didn't expect it to have this feature. If you just joined us, this was really impressive, okay? Look, because it's Tower, I know it's going to be good build quality. I'd expect nothing less. But when it comes to cordless vacuums, not all of them, they don't all do that, do they? This is a big reason why people want this. So to go under the chairs, no, I'm not going to be hurting my back, you know, when you're going under the chairs. Even moving chairs out the way, that's boring, that's tiring. Just go straight underneath. And actually, I'm going to call it like the knuckle of the actual flexible pole. You can go completely flat and you can still use turbo on that feature. I'm really impressed with this. For $94.99, a cordless vacuum that does all that. Honestly, I'm blown away. I don't think I've seen a value. I don't think I've seen a cordless vacuum that is that good price. I really don't think I have. Right, 460-569. If you want to get yours home, add it to your basket. You must start checking out, folks. Nearly 80% of the stock's gone. Nearly 80%. It comes with that HEPA filter. It's easy to empty, by the way. It's got about a 1 litre dust tank there, so it's very easy. There's your on and off button. 40 minutes on a single charge, up to that. It's a lithium-ion battery. You know, it's what you'd expect. You know, it's a good lightweight battery. And you get the little bracket, by the way. So if you see it on adverts from other brands, you know how it looks quite fancy when you hang up your cordless vacuum on the wall. Maybe it's the cupboard under the stairs. You get a bracket to do that too, even. They've really thought of it all. I don't know how they got the price that low. Our usual price is still decent, but to get a cordless, rechargeable lithium-ion vacuum like that, the one that's got the flexible pole to go under your beds and so on, that's absolutely brilliant. Right, so what are you getting home? You're going to get, yes, the battery, yes, the charger. You're going to get the crevice tool. You're going to get this crevice tool as well, but this is all in the bundle for that silly price. You've got bristles on the end there. I love using that for dusting the tops of skirting boards because you don't want to scuff all that paintwork, do you? Yeah, Roman blinds, nightmare. Absolute nightmare, but not with this. You're going to get the other attachment there, which is brilliant for doing your stairs, your sofas, and the bracket to put it on the wall. Right, we love this. What have you guys been saying at home? Right, well, here we go. Look at these 5-star reviews. So someone emailed in from Pontefract. purchased to clean our garden cabin, the carpet tiles, but we are now also using it instead of our corded vacuum for the rest of the home, as it performs better. Good on carpets, laminate, carpet tiles. I've got to say, it's nicely portable too. Thanks so much if you're still watching. That is brilliant. We've got more reviews. This is people who bought it. Anonymous from Sheffield says, really pleased with this vacuum. It works brilliantly on all my floor surfaces and carpets. It's lightweight. Joe, I can vouch for that. It is. It's surprisingly lightweight, which is good. Easy to assemble and empty in the dirt box. I would recommend this to others. £94.99. It's brilliant. It's going to go limited stock. It's Tower. It's a brand we can trust, a brand that's been around for, what, 100 years, maybe just over 100 years. So to get a cordless vacuum, this is completely cordless. It can run for, what, up to 40 minutes after a full charge. It's excellent. So you've just got that freedom. You've got that freedom. I'm really impressed with that. I've seen so many vacuums. Yeah, just walk around, those retail parks, the big electronic companies there. Just do some research online to get a cordless vacuum with cyclonic suction technology like that one. I can't believe it. I don't know how they can do that. Anyway, right, I need to stop rambling on because we've only got about 20 minutes. The pans have sold out, by the way. Well done if you got those. Thanks so much. That's why it looks like I haven't got much left to present to you. Seriously, we've had to pack away as we're going. This has been a busy night. Thanks so much for joining us. Right, why do we love these knives? Firstly, most importantly, you've got to be 18 years or older to buy these, of course, for obvious reasons. For £39.99, you're going to get a full set here, all 5. Now, I can't think of many jobs in the kitchen that you can't do with this entire knife set. Paring knife there, so for vegetables, for cutting big bits of meat, for example. I quite like the rocking action you can do with this size knife. If you're chopping up lots of herbs, I've been listening to lots of podcasts recently. I've been reading loads of books about ultra-processed food. I don't want to scaremonger. Have you noticed there's Chris Van... I can't remember his name, actually. I think he's great. I listen to podcasts. I love it. It's so important now, I think, more than ever, now we've got this awareness, to cook as much as we can at home. And the point you're making is, if we got good sharp knives, if we've got the tools to help the prep work, to help speed up that process, then I think it's a brilliant, brilliant thing. Right, 3 payments of £15.31. You're going to absolutely love this. It's a professional set. There's lots of features, though. Paul and Rob had these in the studio a while back. They absolutely love these, and here's why.
How good is this? Look at that.
Wow.
Can you see? I just threw it at the knife and it sliced through it like a dream. You're going to fall in love with these. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Just so simple. How they just slice through. They make no effort. Do you know what? A blunt knife is a dangerous knife.
Yeah.
Because you have to use a lot of force. With this, it's just so simple, so easy. Also, for speed chopping, you've got it as well. Left or right-handed? I'm left-handed. They work no problem whatsoever. Yeah. And you have that amazing air cushion as well, which I just love. With the
diamond air pocket. So that means if you're doing like a sticky cheese or something.
You know what? I just want to show you why that is so good.
Yeah.
So if you, on a regular knife, they stick.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you look on this, they just slide off.
Oh, look at that!
So you can see the advantage of having an air pocket.
That is the chef's knife. You're also going to get the universal knife as well, which is basically the chef's knife with a serrated edge. That's that one. Then you get your ham knife. That's for preparing your hams and such, although there's a lot more you can do with it as well. Then you also get your fillet or filleting knife. And finally, your vegetable knife. You get all of those. They all feature the same technology. In fact, never has so much technology that we're aware of been put into one knife. So have a look at this. When you chop, this is the diamond air pockets working. There's a little pocket of air, which is the latest modern technology that allows them to glide through sticky and wet vegetables and meats and so on and so forth. That's just one of the technologies that's built in. As we said, they've also got non-slip handles. They even have a finger guard on at the end of the handle. and they have so much more that we'll continue to cover throughout the course of the show. My, what a big melon you have.
And, ooh, nice. Now, here, what I love about this is your universal knife, which makes sawing anything just a dream.
Yeah.
Look how beautifully that cuts a whole melon in literally seconds. It makes really light work about it. You just got to fall in love with these knives because they are so good. You imagine normally you struggle chopping up a melon, but here you do it in that gentle sawing blade with that wonderful universal knife. You can see here how beautifully that's done it. And with those air cushion pockets, you've got less friction, which is just so perfect.
And the hand, I love these handles. I don't know if I can show you, just very, very quickly. They have this sort of slightly, it's not an aerated grip, it's a textured grip. So even if you've got wet hands, and then here at the bottom is the finger guard, so you're not getting anywhere near the blade. By the way, also they have a thicker, a widened top, so you can push down and apply pressure from above if you need to, which on certain things you might.
Do you know what, they make that work much easier. When it comes to prep work, anything we can do to help the process, because I love the cooking the food, I love the smells, obviously love the eating, but the prep work I find tedious. These knives are they're really nice and sharp, but you've got different sizes. But the number one reason that I would want these personally is because the anti-stick sides. When you're chopping bits of garlic, you're looking, it's all on the side, and you have to swipe it off with your hands, and it stinks, doesn't it? But chopping onions, it just climbs up the side of the knife. I love sushi, actually. I love cutting sushi, but it's a nightmare if you've got knives that's just flat. They just stick to it, goes gungy and awful. And if you're going to be cutting bread and so on, you've got that serrated edge and the non-stick sides. If it's freshly baked bread, it doesn't look squashed, it looks beautifully cut. Right. $39.99. They're really nice and balanced, actually, I've got to say too. You can tell the quality of a good knife if it's balanced. You want that weight of confidence. You've got that here. Right, okay, 306587. Yes, you must be 18 years or older to buy these. 3 payments on PayPal. 3 payments of £15.31. So it's just £15.31 a day, and that's it, folks, for the month. Right, okay. Maybe you've already got some knives. Maybe you want to give them a new lease of life. Now, this could be knives, different thicknesses, different lengths, okay, different brands, absolutely fine. This is very, very universal. This is also good for sharpening scissors, maybe even some gardening tools like shears. I haven't tried it, but maybe you want to experiment with that at home too. Right, maybe you've got that lovely pair of scissors you use for your crafting, or maybe got the nice scissors that your other halves use to open that blister packaging. Hasn't seen better days. Try and get that sharp edge again with this. But this is why it's so universal. Have a look. You can that dial on the top. You wind it, and it either opens or closes like the V-shape opening. So wider knives, thinner knives, it's very universal indeed. But let's not squash that meat, squash those tomatoes. Let's cut through it. Now, I honestly think if you've got blunt knives, I personally think it's very bad for joints. You know what? Anything you do to look after joints, I think the better. Can't promise anything, of course, but in my opinion, I think it could really, really help indeed. Now, scissors, that's really clever compartment, that. It is, because you haven't got to undo the pair of scissors, you keep them intact. Oh, axes, of course. That's a good idea. Anything with a blade, really. If it fits in, give it a go, give it a sharp. My word, that's dramatic. 34. You might want to, maybe I've always wanted to be a samurai. No, it's £34.99. Now, obviously, this is for just household knives and so on. This is for only people for 18 years or older, but for £34.99. Oh, sorry, for the blade sharpener should be okay. For £34.99, give it a go. 311505. Well, you know what? You might have knives that have been in the cupboard or been in the drawer for years, and it might be the case that you've stopped, you can't remember what it was like to cut with a sharp knife. And if it has been years, you're bound to be surprised at the difference that this can make, especially if you're preparing veg for like a Sunday roast and so on, all those carrots you're going to be cutting. Or maybe you're a quilter or a crafter. Do your scissors chew into the fabric rather than cut cleanly? You know, fabric can be expensive. Food could be expensive. Let's cut as neatly and as accurately as possible. If you're squashing tomatoes rather than cutting them like that, then it's time to get the 3-in-1 knife sharpener, but also for your scissors too. It's worth it. It's worth the go, isn't it? This could save you buying more knives or more scissors and so on. If they're really old or if you want to do more cooking, then go for the knife set there, having said that. Right, if you go on the website, you'll see the sharpener, you'll see the knives there, you'll see the air fryer. We've sold out the pans. By the way, if you're looking for inspiration for your air fryer, check out that recipe book. I think it's beautiful. Okay, right, this vacuum, 80% of the stock here has gone. Right, now, when it comes to vacuums, you can spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I've seen some, I'm sure, for like £400, you know, maybe £500–600. Have you noticed, some brands do like a base model, and then when they put the word pets on it, you know, it goes up astronomically. Honestly, you can pay a lot more for a cordless vacuum when it's got the word pets on. Well, you're going to get the pets version of this. This is the Tower VL80. To get a cordless vacuum, I'm going to show you the feature in a second, for under £100 is just brilliant. And it's good technology. This is, from what I see, the latest technology. It's your lithium-ion battery, so it's quick to charge, and it can run up to 40 minutes after a single charge. But let's show you this in action. This is something that you could have at home. I'm blown away by this. For £139.99 is excellent, but now £94.99. Now, Tower, been going for what, around 100 years. Now, that impressive 3-in-1 is for your upright, it's your handheld, and you can use it for your high areas too. I'll demonstrate that for you shortly. That's your 3-in-1. Gone are the days where you have to get your scissors out to cut hairs off the roller. This is like an anti-tangle technology. It's brilliant. And look at this. You've got a vacuum that even does that fancy thing with the pole. I thought it was only 1 or 2 brands that did that, but no, Tower have implemented that feature, which people love when it comes to cordless vacuums. Right, okay, let's have a quick mooch around with this. All of these attachments that you're seeing in this video, all in the box. It's all together in the box for that brilliant price on your screen. You haven't got to pay £94.99 today. If you want to spread that cost interest-free, then just choose PayPal Pay in 3. All you spend today is £33.98. That is excellent to get a cordless vacuum. But you know what? The first thing I noticed when I first used this, it's the power. Again, completely cordless. If you haven't experienced cordless before, if you're in the market for one, if it's in your budget, then go for it. That freedom's fantastic. But when you press the button, on/off button, on go the lights, by the way. How about having a vacuum with headlights? There's your on and off, just like so. And if you've got those areas that are really dirty, there's that turbo. Press the button, you can hear that increased suction power. Now, this is not just any suction power. The word you want to hear is that word cyclonic. I know you do. Yes, this is cyclonic suction power. That's what people want. That's what people are in the market for when they're looking for cordless vacuums. You've got that power. I cannot believe that on this vacuum, for the price on your screen, you've got that feature to go right underneath those chairs, right underneath the sofa, right underneath the armchairs, your chest of drawers. They could be heavy. This could prevent you, this could save the need from moving furniture around if it's damaging the floor. That is a great feature. That's one of my favourite features, actually. By the way, if the doorbell goes, if the phone rings, turn it off. There you are. It's just nothing around it. It supports itself. It's so beautifully balanced. Right, so that's your Tower. Let's take this off. Right, there you go. I'm going to show you this as a handheld. There we go. Bear with. You're going to get the crevice tool there. In fact, you get 2 crevice tools. I'm just going down and have a look at these. You're going to get all of them. Right, so suddenly, this is going to be brilliant for your car. When was the last time you did your sofas? You know, the corners of your stairs, if you've got stair runners, that's going to be absolutely brilliant. So you're going to get your crevice tool. You'll also get another tool here, which is like a crevice tool, but you've got brushes on the ends. You can see that there. So I think to do around curtains and so on, if there's going to be areas you don't want to mark, like the tops of skirting boards, you know, you don't want to mark the paint. So that's going to be absolutely perfect for those areas. This is your pet hair attachment. Okay, right. This is one of my favourite tools. Now, when it comes to attachments like this, sometimes they don't have rollers, and if they do have rollers, they don't all have that motorised function. Look, when I turn it on, look at that roller. That is going to help pick up all of those hairs. So if I go down to the floor, let's have a look at it down here, because this could be your stairs, this could be the boot of your car, this could be the footwells. You might actually get the foot mats out of your car and give them a bit of a spruce. So, do you have dogs? Do you have cats? Are they going to be sitting on the sofa next to you? How about giving a bit of a once-over of that pet hair on the dog beds, cat beds? And when you want to empty it, by the way, it's so easy. You just press that button, and there we go. Press the button, and out it comes. How good is that? I'll show you that again. So you press that button, empties. Easy. Right, John, should we suck that up? There we go. What I've noticed actually with this, it lifts. Should we do that again? It lifts up hair, it lifts up dirt that I didn't even know was in the carpet. Should we do it again? Here we go. It's the brushes, and there's quite a bit of fine hair in there, isn't there? And you can see it gets helped. Do you know what? Can we have a look at this? Because it says it on the box, proof's in the pudding. Sometimes hair gets tangled round, doesn't it? We did a bit of fluff from the carpet there. Look at that. Look at that, it's clean. If you look at the roller here, the roller is clear. How brilliant is that? Nothing's tangled in there. I haven't got to get scissors to cut anything out. I'm really, really impressed with this. So let's remind you what you're going to get home. Oh, by the way, briefly, yeah, tangle brush bar, gone are the days, because I haven't met anyone who likes the job of cutting off the hair. No one wants to do that. It's a waste of life. I'd rather this. This is the anti-tangle all-floor brush bar. So there you go. Let's show you what's in the box. Right, let's put this back together. Do you know that click of confidence? Do you know what? Right, here we go. You ready? Oh, that pleases me. Don't know about you, that pleases me. Right, so you're going to get obviously the vacuum, lithium-ion battery. Yes, it comes with a charger. You're going to get your crevice tool, and it's a long crevice tool, I've got to say. You've got one with a brush on the end. That is, well, I call that pet upholstery tool. That's what I refer to that as, but they call it the Turbo Pet and Upholstery Brush. It's fantastic. You also get the bracket, so you can secure it to the wall. Do you know what? An obvious place is going to be, you know, the cupboard under the stairs, isn't it? All of those accessories are in the box. Right, now, for vacuums, for cordless vacuums, I'm not saying like for like, I can't see all the details, but from what I gather, you can spend hundreds upon hundreds of pounds on a vacuum of this calibre. You don't need to spend it. Don't pay for various different brand names, I'm sure we know the ones. Don't spend the money, you don't need to. That, I can feel the power, and if you want that extra power occasionally, you've got that turbo mode. Right, £94.99. Is brilliant value for money, and here's why. Now, towerhousewares.co.uk, £139.99. Fair enough, it matches our usual price, fair play. Very.com, £39 on the nose. Comet, good, £124.99. Now look at the price that you can buy this today. Shop on TV, it's a special price now, £94.99. We've only got about 5-6 minutes left on this show. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. Thanks so much to all of you who have been watching and have bought this. I'm going to stand here and confidently say this is one of the best value cordless vacuums I've come across. Honestly, my favourite thing, it's got that. A vacuum that does that, I think that's absolutely brilliant. I thought it was just one or two brands that had that, and you can be paying quite a lot of money for it too. Okay, so if you want to call us, go for it. It's 03333 241 241, or go on the website. It's the easiest way to order. But you must check out your baskets as soon as you can. It's getting busier and busier. Right, we love this. You who have bought this before also love it. Now, someone in Swansea loved this. Thank you very much. 5 stars, very good vacuum, just simple and easy to use. There we go. It does what it says, right? You know. Okay, we've got more there on the website. You can read more reviews. We've had loads of them. 5-star reviews. Honestly, at the end of the day, folks, it's a cordless vacuum with HEPA filter. high efficiency particulate air, so it's good for allergy sufferers. It helps to capture the fine dust particles, so that's a big important box tick there. It's going to be really, really good when it comes to pet hair, human hair, because it's not going to wrap around those rollers. You haven't got to cut off with a pair of scissors. It's got anti-tangle technology. I mean, for a vacuum, even if it was like the usual price, I think still good. I think it is. I really do think so. Right, get it home. And can you let us know how you get on? Easy way to shop is right here on shopontv.co.uk. Right, what a show this has been. What a morning. Well, like I said, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm back on Saturday. Well, early hours Sunday morning, whichever way you want to look at it. But it'll be shortly after midnight. So I'm back on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Join me if you can do. Now, I'm being Richard, who I absolutely love to work with. When it comes to storage, that's going to be good. Oh, the Wonder Broom, that's a cracking piece of kit. The magic hangers, the glow gloves, honestly, we're going to have good fun. So this is going to be shortly after midnight at the weekend, so in the early hours of Sunday morning, okay? Or Saturday night, whichever way you want to look. Gets confusing. But, you know, Rob's here tomorrow, actually. Was it with Elise, of course. So join Rob tomorrow, same time, shortly after midnight. It's going to be mulberry silk. There we go. That's going to be fantastic, you know. Honestly, that's one of the biggest selling items we have here on Shop on TV. You absolutely love mulberry silk. Get your testimonials ready if you've bought that already. I'm sure Rob will be very grateful to have your company there too. You know what? We've had emails from Carol tonight, Jill, Chris, Sally, John, Stuart, Suzanne, Robin. I'm losing track of all the names. Sharon, Tracy, Jackie with the Y, and loads more of you have emailed. Thank you so much indeed for keeping me company on the early hours of this Thursday. The pans have gone. They've sold out. Well done if you got those. If you want to get an air fryer for just a remarkable price, a 2-drawer one, have a look on the website for that. You can tell we're big fans of Tower here on Shop on TV. They've been around for over 100 years or thereabouts. They're just such good value. They're good. Another highlight for me, it has to be this cordless vacuum. For the power, for all the accessories, it's not just the fact you've got a brush roller in there, you have. It's motorised and it's anti-tangle. It's fantastic. And you can have it today for £33.98. If you want to pay for it in one go, go for it. Whether you spread the cost using PayPal or pay for it in one, you're still going to save that money. It's a lot of money to save. Well, Joy, it's been absolutely brilliant. Have a lovely rest of your morning. Maybe going to bed, or maybe you're a night owl like myself. Maybe you're staying up, wherever it is. Have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you in the early hours at the weekend. I'll see you Saturday night. It's been brilliant. Get these pans home, try out the vacuum, and get your house looking spotless for the rest of the year.